My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC 329 fight card, giving you our picks, predictions, bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. The Mac is back, and so is Jack. Jacob has had some eye trouble. There was all sorts of rumors and speculation of where you went and what happened. Ultimately, Jacob was preparing for a rematch versus me, started training with Cyril Gahn, got his shit lit up, and now he's got glasses because the eyes are a bit irritated.
It is crazy that there's like an actual picture of what.
Dude, AI is nuts, dude. Those are your tattoos. It really did a great job.
Except for on the bicep. I don't know what the fuck's on the bicep there, but
I didn't make this picture. Because I actually suck at AI, but Drew, the editor, does. So I was like, can you do an AI thing of Jacob getting poked in the eye? He's like, yep. And then here it is.
Yeah, hasn't been fun. I appreciate all the, I did see all the messages. I've gotten a ton of messages about like, where are you at? And I mean, overall 2026 for me has not been fucking great. I'll tell you that. It's not been fucking great. And to top it off, something happened with my eyes where I told Angelo before the stream started. I've told some other people about it and whatever, but somehow I got some sort of allergic reaction under both of my eyelids. I can't remember what it's called, like a giant pulpillary. I don't know what the fuck the term is or whatever, but it's basically like little fucking bumps underneath my eyelids that had just been scraping the shit out of my eyes. I didn't realize what was going on for like weeks and weeks. And if you guys were here for the White House card, it was bad. For me to get through that White House card was a goddamn miracle. I was fucking dying to the point where
your flu game.
It literally was. That way I went to bed. Before I went to bed, I can't remember if I told you this or not, but before I went to bed on the White House card, I made sure I turned my Siri on my phone because I thought that when I went to bed, I was going to wake up blind, not going to be able to find my phone to be able to call 911 or call somebody. So I made sure that Siri was on my phone so I could call 911 in case I woke up blind. But long story short, it's been absolutely fucking hell. It's still not over. I'm on steroid eye drops and stuff, and I can't even, I mean, it's been fucking, I can't even go outside. I haven't been outside to enjoy outside for like 5 or 6 weeks. Can't walk my dog, basically, enjoy outside still. So I'm on steroid drops, and hopefully my eyes get better, but that's what's been going on. It's been fucking,
How about you,
fucking hell,
How are
man.
you?
I mean, the start of 2026, I really thought this was going to be I really thought that this was going to be my fucking year. Things were looking great. And now this is just another thing to get through. So hopefully the eyes start getting better. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm here right now getting through this stream. You know, the Mac is back, a big card. We're going to fucking break it down. We're going to do it. Last week, the bets absolutely fucking destroyed. I mean, if you guys aren't premium members and you guys were just waiting for the breakdowns that never came, you fucking missed out because that was the best week of the year. I came up with this fucking... Dang, Angelo. I don't know. You only die once. I call it Yodo. I don't know if you ever heard of that. But you only die once. And basically it's like this metaphor to just live your life, man. You never know when you're just going to absolutely go fucking blind. You never know when you're going to wake up and you can't fucking walk anymore. Right, Angelo? Sometimes we take our health for absolute fucking granted. So I'm saying, you know what? Give me Yakayev round 1. Give me Camilo inside the distance. Give me Ruzaboyev by so. We're going to start throwing some shit and making some big boy fucking plays. And we fucking destroyed last week doing it. We're going to do the same thing this week. So if you're going to tail all the bets this week, hold on fucking tight. Because we might get killed, but we might do it again. We're going to make some fucking reads. We're going to throw some fucking darts. Become a premium member because, god damn it, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here.
You alluded to, you said when you were going to walk again. I was battling my own bullshit. I couldn't walk. My back was a mess. I'd rather have back issues than eye issues. But
you like that Yodo?
That is very original. That's like when you invented that taco too. Like you're 2026. You've been quite creative. Putting soft taco, hard.
One of the worst parts about fucking this eye issue is I can't smoke weed. I get sad and I want to get high. I just want to get high and just forget about all my issues, but it dries out my eyes and I can't fucking smoke. Damn it. I've been sitting here doing nothing. I've been watching terrible ass shows.
Could drink?
You know how much fucking masturbating I've been doing, Angelo?
You don't even
Maybe
know
that's
what
why
you're jerking off to.
they might be drying it, but there's nothing I can do about it. It might be chronic dry eye from chronic masturbation. I don't fucking know.
Isn't
but I'm
that
not
what
going
your
to give it up
grandmother
because
said?
it's the only thing that keeps me out of my fucking closet.
She said you're gonna go blind, and you didn't listen. And here you are.
I spent so much money on OnlyFans, thousands.
Well,
I'm going become a premium member. I'm going bankrupt.
$10 donations at a time.
OnlyFans has never been doing better.
Well, you're beating your sorrows away. I couldn't walk. I convinced myself I was going to be paralyzed, so I'm folding up my test results here. I'm getting fucking TRT'd up. I'll tell you that. I was like, I am never going to.
So
I was fuck it. Dude, it's funny because I was talking to my Hispanic neighbor who does TRT. I was like, man, I'm just worried. Like, you take it and then the hair is gone, and he's like, man, fuck your hair. You're 40 years old. It's no good now. It's no good tomorrow.
That neighbor, he does
Fuck
not
your
talk
hair.
like that.
He does do that. Yes, he does.
No, he does not.
It's not as extreme as that, but
You're gonna lose your hair, but you're gonna be able to actually grow a beard.
I'll take it. That's the look. You can't
I
have
know.
no hair and no beard. Otherwise,
How about
it's
my
like,
new? Do you like my new facial hair structure? I've been so bored. I've been just trying new stuff out. I got like the fucking. Can't really tell, but
yeah, it looks. I don't know what I'm.
I don't have the beard. I just got like the mustache with the goatee, the little. It's like the Italian.
Artsy?
That's like all the Italians.
Yeah, you're gonna make me. It's the barista look. Well, you did absolutely slap those bets. I also did. If you're looking at this chart, top left, bottom right, that's Jacob and I. We both full sweep. Bet Sam to the right here.
What's all that white right there?
We no, I'm not going to shit on him. Kunith had a rough night. And the people attacking Kunith for having a rough night last week completely ignored the fact that 2 weeks ago, Kunith was up 10 units on his own. So peaks and valleys with Kunith. Peaks and valleys.
The Nazim stuff was just a little. 5 units on Nazim was a little bit much.
That's why Kunith is feast or famine for sure, because when they hit, he's got some crazy units going there, and they absolutely hit. But we had a spectacular night. And before we talk about, hey, the safety parlay.
Oh, real quick, too.
Yes.
Before we get into safety parlay, because BetSam had, BetSam's like just absolutely crushed it just week after week.
He's up 40 units on the year.
Like I said, shout out to everyone that has been reaching out and stuff and said that they missed me and stuff like that. But I just want to shout out BetSam as well for stepping in last week. I did watch some of that show. I saw the comments and stuff, and people love BetSam, and I appreciate him stepping in and stepping up to the plate and being Mr. Consistency. And he always sends me nice messages as well when I'm out and stuff like that. So I appreciate BetSam. He's one of the fucking like genuine good guys. You know what I mean? So
he took off work to do that too. So he's a very good. Like he's a straight up genuine good dude.
Yeah.
No, BetSam's an all timer for sure. Even outside the bets, just a good human being.
Yeah.
He'll go out of his way to just hey, good bets last night, Angelo.
Yeah, you always send me stuff like that.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude.
Artem as well. There was a lot of messages, but Artem sent some nice messages as well.
Yeah, yeah. The New Zealanders, I think, in general, are just a lot nicer than we are, frankly.
People love us now that they've been visiting for the World Cup.
That's my favorite thing on social media. My second favorite thing on social media was a lot of the Europeans went back, and when they went back home, it was an all-time heat wave, and they're not allowed to have air conditioners. So they're like, what the fuck is this? And they're like rioting for air conditioners because the government's not letting them have them.
And it is crazy too. My whole TikTok feed was filled with a lot of the like World Cup stuff and all the different cultures celebrating together. You saw like the Mexican fans with the Korean fans were like the big ones and stuff like that. And it is crazy how like you take like politicians and politics and all that shit out of the equation. You just put people with people. It is amazing how people just fucking naturally get along. Like
everybody just wants to have a good time.
I mean, there's like you put them in. They're supposed to like hate each other. I mean, this is like a competitive thing. You put them all in the same room with a couple beers, and everyone having the fucking time of their life. Man, it's like that's what I've learned too. That I've watched, and that's why I love like wanting to like live overseas someday, because it's like I watch a lot of like travel vlogs and stuff like that. It is amazing that when you just put people with people, like no social media. No, you just put people in front of people. It's amazing how well people just fucking most people are like such good people. It is crazy. Like the social media and everybody, it seems like the majority of people like fucking such dickhead people and stuff like that. But face to face, like 98% of people are like really good people.
Dude, that's like anytime we go to an event. Some people
fucking eat other people, but
that might have led to your eye thing, eating some ass. That's
cannibalism can cause this.
We'll find out whatever freak nonsense you were into that did cause bumps under your eyelids. That's like when Vinny slid under that chick in the Jersey Shore and got pink eye because
you know what's funny?
A flake.
You know what I think might have caused it?
What? Fentanyl your McDonald's?
No, I got the wrong context with that, which I think like exacerbated. What's that word?
Exacerbate.
You do what?
Extreme masturbation, exacerbate.
No, I started using because we're getting a little bit older these days. I bought this like wrinkle eye cream.
You fucking moron! You really put wrinkle eye cream, dude? That stuff is like it burns.
Yeah, so I was using that at night for a while, and I think that's probably.
You're
because I spent all I've had to do is sit here and think about what could have caused this at its core, and I think it was like the timing of I got the wrong contacts, but I think it was like this fucking. I think it was the cream at night was leaking it because I was putting it real up and like getting it in my eye because I've never had eye issues in my life. Like I wear bi-weekly contacts and I fucking will wear them 6 weeks at a time and fucking like I've never had eye issues in my life, and all of a sudden it's like.
Dude, of course that's what it is. That's like, remember in the 2000s when that lip plumper lipstick was all the shit? And then you would like, you may not have, but you kiss a girl and they have that lip plumper on.
Oh, yeah.
It burns your mouth.
Yeah, I had
yeah, that happened one time. I remember.
Yeah. Ex that did that one time. Yeah, it does. I mean, like you kiss her, it's like, what the fuck? She's like, oh, yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, 100%. And you put that, basically that exact same shit directly by your eyeballs. That's 100% what happened.
Yeah, so maybe we won't do that anymore.
Well, we have the cause. We're working towards a solution, and you're here.
I think the solution. I think the solution's here. It's just now we just gotta hope that there's no permanent damage done. So.
Nah, you're good. You're young.
Tom's not good. I mean, Tom's dying. I get it, Tom.
Sympathizer. Well, you mentioned.
I don't even know if I can go to OKC.
Well, no, you're going. You mentioned we'll get you some rec specs. You're going. You mentioned people hanging out with people. And frankly, that has been our experience. Every time we've ever gone anywhere, every year we go maybe 1 or 2 fight events. We've never met a not cool person. And Jacob will be at Oklahoma City in a week and a half. You got 2 weeks to recover. You're on the mend. Me, you, Casey, and Jay. Did you see those messages?
Know. And people ask him talking about the stream Saturday. I'm probably not going to stream Saturday.
No, don't. Yeah, don't put Oklahoma City in jeopardy. Yeah,
masturbate.
Correct. Don't put Oklahoma City in jeopardy for that. Good. So we will be there. It'll be me, Jacob, my brother-in-law, and my cousin-in-law, if that's what you want to call him. And it's going to be the time of our lives. So we'll be there. If you will be in Oklahoma City, come say hi to the boys. If you won't be in Oklahoma City, but you will be watching fights this weekend and next weekend and the weekend after that and the weekend after that, go to WeWantPicks.com because we have built the greatest service this space has ever seen. It's $10 for an entire month's worth of access. But for just the next couple of days, we're shutting this promo down. It has actually been too successful, as dumb as that sounds, but you don't want to eliminate all the monthly revenue because everybody flipped to lifetime. So we're cutting it off, but come Saturday, we're done. Up until Saturday, you can get a lifetime membership for $250. Just use promo code 250. It's normally $300. It's getting dropped down to $250 for the next 4 days or whatever the hell it is. But after the event, we're done. This promo, wildly successful. Thank you all. But we can't just eliminate the monthly revenue to convert everybody to lifetime. I did ask, are those your real glasses or are those just, it looks like protective eyewear. I'm going to be honest with you. They're nice. Oh, see, now they're nice.
What do you mean?
Just on, when I only saw the front and not the sides, I thought they were like workshop.
Can you see that? I can't see if they're blurry or not. They're Ray-Ban.
Does it say Ray-Ban? Yeah. Those that I thought they were like workshop glasses.
One of the worst parts about all the eye issues that I've been having is I never wear my glasses. Like I'll wear my glasses at night. Like I was somebody that like, and my eyes probably did need a rest at some point or whatever. Cause I was like, the second I woke up, I would put my contacts in, wear them all day, take them out right before bed. And I might wear my glasses a little bit, but I had old glasses that were like the wrong prescription. So when I had to wear only glasses, I was wearing the wrong prescription. Then I got new glasses, so then my eyes had to adjust. So then I was getting like these splitting headaches on top of this fucking sandpaper eyelids every blink, and I was just fucking... Honestly, the fact that I'm still alive right now is pretty incredible.
I was worried about you because it's not unusual for you to be like, all right, everybody leave me the fuck alone for a week. But then a week turned into 2, and then when you were like, it's my eyes, I was like, it's your eyes? Then I started to worry even more because I'm like, that's worse. Like, that's physical. Like, there's no just suck it up.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody what was going on, and I didn't respond to anybody for almost 2 weeks, and because I assumed that was just going to kind of go away, and then it was like not going away, but then I kind of found a solution, and then we just got to wait. So,
well, here we are. So if you guys want to become premium members,
please,
go to the website.
God, fucking, please.
We
I
want
got medical bills.
.com. We have picks, we have bets, we have tools, we have artificial intelligence, multiple cameras, everything you ever want or need. It's freaking $10 a month. Here's the 4 fight cards. It doesn't end at UFC 329 because then we go to Oklahoma City, then we go to Abu Dhabi, and then we go to Serbia.
We're going
4 fights, places? $10. I've been doing this promo for quite some time. We want picks.com. We got a couple of super chats, and then we're going to break down what is probably the biggest card of the year outside the White House. $4.99 from Gold Coast Kombucha. Welcome back, Salamander. Big fan of Bet Sam and Uncle Ange. It's the G, not a J. But that last stream made me want to stop drinking. Oh, Bet Sam got drunk. Did you see that?
I did not. I could not keep my eyes open for very long, but I did see it seemed like you guys were having fun. So
yeah, Bet Sam did get drunk. He could not read the room with my Gene Matsumoto breakdown. I'd be like, Gene Matsumoto. And I would pause.
Pulled it off again.
He did pull one off.
I mean, it's crazy how close his fights are every single time. But
he finally got a decision, which I don't think he earned that one, but fine. He was due for one of those.
Yeah, the unanimous was pretty surprising, but
yeah. $4.99 from MMA Brody. The most entertaining man in the space is back. Thank you, Jacob. I agree. And you guys can tell my mood is different right now. I just like hanging out with my boy, and I've been worried about him. And
this is the first time I've had a conversation with somebody in like 3 weeks.
You're just gonna get it. This stream's gonna be 5 hours.
Like quite literally the first time I've even almost talked to anybody. Like I've been telling my dog, like, "Hey,
it's Wilson.
You know, make sure you call my mom if you don't see me come out of the closet. You know,
just don't eat me, bud. Just don't eat me."
I did read that there was labs are like the only breed that won't eat their owner if they perish.
Really?
There was some cop that said that it's like labs are like one of the only breeds. Everything else will just eventually, and they say cats will immediately just start eating their owners.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Ooh, he's still warm.
So we'll see when you find me. Let me know.
$100, a massive $100 super chat from Lawley Flow. This is giving it back from the last event. Let's keep it going this week. We appreciate you. That is a monster donation. So thank you genuinely.
Yo, Lawley Flow. He's in the streams all the time. I appreciate you, buddy. It's a big fucking donation. I appreciate that.
That's it.
And I do apologize for not streaming. I know a lot of people are disappointed. Like this is not a situation where it's like I'm just like not in the mood and like because I've been like that before. Like that's what a lot of people I've seen some messages be like, oh, he does this all the time. I sometimes I get down on myself. I feel sad. I'm never gonna apologize for like feeling sad sometimes. It is what it is. You're allowed to feel fucking sad sometimes, but I always bounce back, whatever. But this wasn't one of those situations to where like I was like, I don't want to fucking I wanted to fucking stream. I just couldn't I can't keep my eyes open. And I fucking pushed through for the White House card. I almost fucking killed myself. So I do apologize. We're probably not going to stream this Saturday, but I do want to fucking stream, guys. I promise you I do want to stream, but Just that's what it is.
No, you have a literal physical impairment. Like, just worry about that. And then the rest will figure stuff out. There's 50 a year or 44 a year. Miss 10. It's not a big deal. Young Mindset, 6216, $4.99 super chat. Give me Bautista plus 3.5 and Holloway TKO. I completely agree with both of those. Both of them. But we'll break those down. We got a couple more super chats. We'll do those after the next fight. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Opening up the UFC 329 main card, we have a brand new fight. We have Cody Durden taking on Alessandro Costa. Cody Durden was already on this card. He was supposed to be fighting a dangerous striker in Ode Osborne. Ode's out. I assume Cody stayed in camp, continued to train, and now Alessandro Costa is stepping up on short notice. He just fought a month ago, but that was also a short notice fight. We got Cody Durden, 18-10 in his career, and he is 1-4 in his last 5, but he is coming off that underdog win over Jafo Filo, taking on Alessandro Costa. 16-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He just knocked out Match Now. Cody Durden, we know exactly who he is at this point. He's going to move forward. He is going to pressure striking, and he's going to wrestle. And he's got plenty of cardio, and he stays in your face.
Did Bet Sam call you out on any of your bullshit last week?
With what?
I mean, what are we doing with the Tapology numbers?
Yeah, they're backwards. And also 4-1 instead of 1-4.
Let's just start this over. The whole thing, if you don't mind. We'll delete the VOD. There's a big week, Angelo, and I thought that me coming back was going to really have you dialed in, but you gotten lazy.
I didn't even know. I had this before you texted me. You didn't text me you were coming back till noon.
Had to do it. I just got that fucking feeling in my nutsack. Got it. The Mac is back. He came back from a shattered ankle, a shattered pinky toe. Let's not even get into how bad that pinky toe was. My God. How's he even still walking today? I have no idea. But if he can come back from just a obliterated, war-torn pinky toe, I'll throw a couple of eye drops in and step up to the plate.
Blindness.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to kick off that Conor card. Cody's going to pressure forward. Striking's not technical, but it is in your face. He's got plenty of wrestling. He does have cardio, a little bit chinny, but he's got some dog in him, and he did just beat Jafo Filo in likely a career-saving win. Taking on Alessandro Costa, he's a good striker, good takedown defense. His striking style, high, tight guard, and he is more patient than you expect him to be. He'll wait, he'll find his spots, and then he'll throw. And when he throws, it is with 100% intent. Does a really good job throwing in small combinations. He's going to leap in with the left to the body. He's going to blast the head. He's got some very real power, and he just knocked out Matt Schnell, who is also pretty knockoutable. I don't want to completely overcomplicate this fight, but I'm going to do that a little bit. Alessandro Costa should knock out Cody Durden. That's what he does. He's got power. Cody doesn't have a great chin anymore. But if you look at Cody's fights, he has been having success.
How the hell did you text me? Did you leave the oven on?
Oh, I thought I texted that to Tiffany because I smell.
Oh my God, I just saved your entire family. I just saved your.
Because I smell like she's not home.
Oh, great.
And I smell like I actually probably have to get up and check to see if the house is burning.
You know what's actually funny is I made spaghetti last night.
Yeah, congrats.
Go me.
What is it?
Really stepped up to the plate and really first time I got off the couch in a few weeks. But I did leave the stove on until right before bed. Right before bed, I was walking by and I was like, oh. So yeah, you're probably about to die.
Well, I smell it. So either she did leave it on or I think somebody's.
I think that means you're about to have a heart attack. Does it smell like toast?
My mouth tastes like copper.
Does it smell like toast though? Then you know that's a sign of a heart attack or a stroke.
It does smell like toast. That can't be. I just had all. I can't show you. I had all my.
A stroke is a stroke. You're not going to find a stroke in blood work. Stroke is a stroke. It's like an aneurysm. An aneurysm could just happen at any moment. It just.
You know what came out of the blood work? They're like, actually, you're good. Shockingly, your blood work's very good. Except I'm dehydrated as a motherfucker. And I don't have enough vitamin D. So they're giving me prescription strength vitamin D. Anyway. Costa, powerful, dangerous, should knock out a chinny Cody Durden. That's what should happen. That's probably what happens. I'm going to pick that to happen. But we have seen Costa slow down a little bit. Cody Durden has dog in him. And if that chin survives, he's just going to keep moving forward. And if you look at Cody's, even in that 4-loss stretch, That included a loss to the current world champion, to Nascimento, who he was beating the piss out of before he got clipped. That includes losses. He was having success against what's his name, that other striker.
Jose
that
Ochoa. He's
Jose
beating the
Ochoa.
shit out of Bruno Silva.
So, like, he's had success.
Get your toes out of the cage against the gear. Toes out the fence. Toes out the fence.
So the reality is, Cody Durden survives early. This could get weird. I don't suspect that'll happen. Costa is the pick, but my concern is not only is this short notice, his last fight was also short notice, and he already does tend to gas. Jacob, what do you think? I'm gonna check.
Yeah, there's a couple fights this week where like bets and picks are gonna be a little bit different because I see things in fights that could happen and this and that. But I'm done fucking betting against Cody Durden. Like every time you bet against Cody Durden, like against last week against Jaffe Filo, like he just comes in and shows up, and he's the one that's not on short notice. Like this feels like a Cody Durden fight where he's going to come in, get the early takedowns, get the control, slow down Costa, who can be a little bit low volume at times, and kind of sneak out this victory or find something in the second or third round. The issue is if he can't get the takedowns, he could be in trouble. So if he's going with an all-in wrestling approach in this fight against Costa, can't get it early, we've seen his chin be tested. But I mean, I've been a guy that like I've picked Cody and he loses. I pick against Cody and he wins. He was a lock of the week a long time ago against Charles Johnson, and he won his lock of the week. He was lock of the week versus Tagir, and he lost because the toes in the fence. It just feels like every time I pick him, he loses. Every time I pick against him, like against Jaffe, he comes up and shows up big. But I'm done doubting him as a pick. Like we always say, picks and bets are a little bit different. We got some action on this. WeWonPicks.com. But as a pick, I'm fuck it. Yeah, I'm going Cody Durden. He's proven enough that the dude's an absolute dog. And if he doesn't get chinned, he's probably going to win the fight. There is an opportunity that he gets chinned. But as a pick, I'm just gonna go with Cody.
Yeah, and even in those fights that he lost, we mentioned he was having some success. He doesn't quit. His chin will quit on him, but he doesn't quit. So you can trust him to fight his ass off, and it'll really just come down to whether Alessandro Costa will continue to fight his ass off or not. It's a fun fight to open up the card. We do have a bunch of bets on this fight, an unusual amount of bets on this fight. So if you want to check out every single one of those bets, it's only $10 a month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. You unlock every pick, every bet, every tool, the artificial intelligence, all of it instantly for an entire month. We have a couple Super Chatterinos, $4.99 from Imran DP4BG. Listen to me. Go get yourself some rose water. Keep it in the fridge. A few drops in the eye, a couple times a day. Keep it at least for a week.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna fucking. I've already been through enough with putting random shit in my eyes. I've been through so many. I sent Angelo a picture of all the eye drops and stuff I have, like on my counter, like all the different brands, all the different this, all the different that. This is like just to go through like. This is like 2 nights of sleep. All the eye drops I put in the night. I wake up every hour or two to put eye drops in just so I can try to fucking sleep. And it's fucking. I appreciate the $4.99 though, but I'm probably just gonna. What I do.
Stick with the roids. I'm going to put steroids in my body. You're putting them on your eyes. Maybe we can change. Help my vision. Get you nice and strong. Patrick, did you meet your future wife on vacation? I don't get it.
I assume it means that I was on vacation. I promise you I have not been on vacation. I've been
unfortunately
on anti-vacation.
What is it? Stay hell. I've been at stay hell. Thank you very much for that super chat. There is another one from you. We'll get to that in a second. Let me know. 1512. Jacob, get well soon. Angelo, can we get an IGBBMN? I am not saying it. Only Dustin Poirier can say it that smoothly that not a single person on this planet of any race even questioned what he said or how he said it. Just said it's so smooth. And the memes are hilarious. Did you see the mechanic meme? There's like he's dressed like a mechanic and somebody's like, all right, how bad is it? And then it's just Justin Poirier dresses as a mechanic with that caption.
I think I could say it.
Go ahead.
Not right now, but I think I could say it. I think like Saturday we get excited on a stream one time. I think I could say it'd be fine.
All right. We'll keep an eye out for it. Couple more super chats.
Oh,
we'll
keep
get
an
to
eye
those.
out. Nice. Fucking. Let's grow up, Angelo. I've been through enough.
We'll get to the super chats.
They're actually fucking killing me right now.
The eyes?
Oh, yeah.
I'll speed this up.
Nah, it's fuck it,
What's some pain?
I just sit here like with my eyes closed in between breakdowns.
Jacob's asleep. Next up at UFC 329, we have Ryan Gandra taking on Zach Reese. Ryan Gandra 9-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is coming off that knockout win in his UFC debut. Taking on Zachary Reese, 10-3 in his career, 2-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that war with Michelle Pajeda. This should be a fun fight. We got two guys that are going to get after it. Ryan Gandra, that's what he is. He's a guy who gets after it. Busy forward pressure striker. He only moves in one direction. He does let his hands go. He is hittable. But every shot he eats, he's going to send a few your way. He's not going to look for a takedown. Even if he gets you up against a cage, he's just going to hold you there and then fire away from the hip. He's not completely clueless in the grappling. He can defend a couple of takedowns. He'll get his own if he needs to. But for the most part, this guy's just trying to fire away. He did just finish Jose Medina in his UFC debut. Taking on Zach Reese. Pretty big guy for this weight class. He's 6'4". He does use that size and that strength. Pretty well-rounded as well. But I would say mostly a jiu-jitsu nerd if I had to put him in a single category. On the ground, he is inconsistent. On his back, he's got great jiu-jitsu, but he'll nerd it up. He'll hang out. On top, he's going to move around, try to find some spots, and then land and let it go. He is coming off that back-and-forth loss to Michelle Pajeda, where the takeaway was, hey, this guy's not very good, but he's a lot tougher than we thought he was. This is not a high-level fight. Neither one of these guys, by any means, is going to be ranked in the top 15 at any point in their UFC career, but both guys can get after it. Both can make a fun fight. And unfortunately, I think Ryan Gandra is going to get the win here. Zach Reese has a special place in my heart. Not a good place, a bad place. He was in the safety parlay against Cody Brundage, and then he did that stupid jiu-jitsu nerd bullshit and got power bombed. Since then, can't trust the dude. He's had a couple wins, couple losses, bit of an inconsistent career. But Zach Reese needs to be a hammer, and I don't see him hammering Ryan Gandra here. Ryan's a little too tough as well. He's also going to move forward. Ryan Gandra is going to be the pick, but this is definitely a live bet opportunity if Zach Reese is still there after a couple minutes, because we did see how tough he was. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not completely, obviously it's hard to be completely sold on Ryan Gandra. He's not really proven anything against good competition. You just have to ask yourself if Zach Reese is good competition. I think there definitely is a world where Zach Reese is just long and tall, maybe gets an early takedown, drags us into 3 or 4 minutes in the first round. Now we're in the second round, and now it's kind of like it turns into like that Michelle Pereira fight all over again, where it's just like a back and forth, just kind of sloppy overhand shots, and maybe Zach Reese is able to find something or get something on the ground in that type of fight. But I've been saying that Zach Reese has been terrible for a long time. I picked Cody Brundage way back in the day to smoke him, even though he's a big underdog, because this guy doesn't move his head. And when he does move his head, it's just straight back. He's got that typical tall guy defense. He tries to stay long with the kicks or whatever. His wrestling is just okay. If he gets on the back or something, Ryan Gandra, he's going to look very, very good probably. But Gandra also is not a guy that's just got like all knockouts. He's got some submissions in there as well. Obviously, the competition isn't great, but he does throw a nice right hand down the middle. And I've said for a long time, the way to beat Zach Reese is just throw a fucking fast right hand down the middle, because Zach Reese is just going to fucking use that tall guy defense, put his chin up in the air, and Gandra has shown that when he does connect, he does fucking hurt people, and he's willing to go forward and throw that fucking right hand. So I think Zach Reese is slow with his hands. I think he's slow with his defense, and he's going to get in trouble early. So I'm all over Ryan Gandra. I'm just playing a first round knockout, and that's how I'm going to play it. Like, I'm not going to worry about money line. I'm not even really worried about the under 1.5 because if it extends, Zach Reese has shown that if fights extends, he can't really put people away in that capacity as well. So Gandra's got the tools. I mean, 1 + 1 should equal 2 here. He can throw shots down the pipe. He throws it with power. Zach Reese's defense is absolutely atrocious, in my opinion. That should lead to a knockout. We've seen Zach Reese get wobbled. We've seen him get knocked out. We've seen him be hurt. A little bit more on the ground, obviously, with the TKO, with the slam and stuff like that. But he gets hit on the feet, and Gandra's shown that he can hurt people. So I like Gandra, first round knockout. If he doesn't get it done, obviously it's going to start favoring Zach Reese. But I've never been a big fan of Zach Reese, and I think he showed against Michelle Pereira. He's not that great of a fighter, honestly. Tough dude, but
yeah, no, literally exactly. Like, he's not skills aren't quite buttoned up, but he is tough as shit. That's why the Ryan fight will be interesting if it goes long, but I agree. I don't expect this to go insanely long. Jacob and I are on the same side, and there are bets on this fight as well. So if you want to check out every pick,
we're going to penalties right now. We really need Colombia to win.
Every pick. Dude, that Argentina game before was nuts.
I didn't watch it, but
I only lost the last 10 minutes, which is like the only part you needed to watch, and it was insane. Every pick, every bet, every tool, $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Couple super chatterinos. We have $3.49 New Zealand from I Dig That 2384. Reply to me. Oh, this is for you. Reply to me on Grindr. I can give you some vitamin D. I've been locked out of my phone. We have a $19.99 super chat from Patrick 9477. One of these fights is ending in the last 10 seconds. I can feel it. That's right. Patrick is the gentleman who bets on a fight to end in the last 10 seconds. What are the odds? Plus 500 or something?
It's like plus 6,000 or something.
No, that's crazy. And they're just uniform odds. And he's hitting one like every other week. It's crazy. Welcome back, Jacob. I had a laugh with the "Where's Jacob" in the picture post. The "Where's Waldo?" I hope you get better, but can the chat bribe you to live stream? No.
We've been live for a half hour right now, and my eyes are kind of on fire, so there's probably no chance.
Yeah, don't put him in harm's way. Protect the asset long term. Thank you very much for the super chat. And then we have 50. I had to look it up. Danish Crones from ABK MMA. Good to see you, Jacob. Wishing you a speedy recovery and have big money on Paddy this week. Wish me luck. Good luck. We'll talk about that fight. I actually completely flipped my pick on that fight the other day. Thank you very much for the super chat. Next up, at UFC 321, we have the newest fight added to this card. This was added literally yesterday. We have Farid Basharat with an actual opponent taking on John
Oh
Garza.
my God, he's just a boy.
That is a small
He
child.
is just a boy. I saw that get announced on Twitter. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking like a 17-year-old.
Dude, Farid Basharat is quite the lucky switch here because he was already on this card. He was supposed to fight Ethan Ewing, and everybody just assumed Ethan was going to get in his face and kind of beat him down a little bit, but now he is fighting a small child on short notice. Farid Basharat undefeated at 15-0. As we mentioned, he was been fighting Ethan on the last 3 events, and it just keeps getting canceled now officially. He has a fight. Taking on John Garza, 6-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. Incredible short notice UFC debut. Farid Basharat, very technical, likes to play on the outside. He is a good wrestler, but he wants to distance strike. He wants to touch. He wants to go. He's not going to chill in the pocket. He uses that taekwondo stance to stay mobile, and he uses that stance to stay defensively sound. He does average about 4 takedowns per fight and does a really good job with those entries. He is coming off that close decision win to Jin Matsumoto. He's taking on, there it is, John Garza. Short notice, as I mentioned, an aggressive striker. He loves to hang out in the pocket. He's got clean boxing, surprising power for his size. He's an itty-bitty guy.
Gene, congratulations. He didn't respond.
He probably got a million of those, so he's got to sift through them and then settle in.
I think he's big time at me.
Well, and you're not even in the request anymore, right? There's been an official accepted message in the past, so you're in the primaries.
We talked a lot. Here's Colombia's first penalty kick. Guy hits it. Go ahead.
You're not going to see a lot of grappling from John Garza. Few and far between, actually.
Shake the titties, baby.
But he does fade as fights go on.
I got the Colombia.
He is tough. He is gritty. And he is dangerous. Farid's going to win this fight. He's the pick. His only chance to lose this fight, if he starts playing around in the pocket, that's not going to happen. John's not even very fast. John doesn't have great cardio. John is dangerous, mostly a boxer. Farid's not going to play that game. He's minus 650 now. He'll be minus 1,000 come fight night. Bet on him while you can. Parlay him while you can. Farid should win this fight. He's just miles ahead. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, it's probably going to be a Farid play, but we're going to learn a lot about this John Garza guy because, as you mentioned, his I mean, he's got really fucking clean boxing. Like, he's just a guy that just really, really solid boxing, knows where to be, good footwork, good head movement, can work the body as well. And if all of a sudden he starts stuffing takedowns or whatever out of nowhere, this fight turns very, very fucking interesting. I mean, short notice and all this stuff. Oh, and he almost blocked it. Yeah, we're going to learn a lot if this kid is like ready right now or if he's just not quite ready. I think he could be a guy. Was he only 23 years old? So still time to mature into his man body. Still time to grow the beard out, stuff like that. So, but he is a really solid boxer. If all of a sudden he comes in and stuffs a couple takedowns, this fight gets really interesting because even though it's short notice, as I was getting ready to, if I got a little bit distracted, he is a young kid, so his cardio should be okay. So this could be a Josh Van moment. Like, he comes in and it's like, holy shit, like, this kid's a fucking really good kid. But if he loses with some wrestling and grappling to a Farid, it's not that big a deal. But Farid's obviously a little bit overrated, in my opinion, but it's probably going to be the wrestling and grappling that gives him the advantage. But if he starts fucking around, thinking he's going to knock out this kid, and all of a sudden he gets clipped, and then it's like, oh shit. So I like this John Garza kid, but probably just a tough matchup for him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. He is fun. His highlights were great. Doing the tape study was fun, but this is definitely going to be too much too soon.
Yeah, one of those stoppages
was
fucking horrible. He hit like an overhand right, and the guy just kind of like went back, and the ref jumped on it. It was really bad. Here goes Colombia's second kick. Oh, he missed it off the top.
Oh, dude, getting blocked is blocked. Missed is like kind of unacceptable. Ooh. Next up at UFC 329, we have a Strikers Delight. We have Damian Pinas taking on Cesar Almeida. Damian Pinas 9-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, and he's coming off a knockout win. You're the one who's running around demanding that people say it's penis, but I'm not doing that. It's an I. P-I-N is pin. So pin us. Taking on Cesar Almeida. 7-2 in his career. 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that wrestle heavy loss to Cesar Oletsachuk. Damian Pinas is a striker, a stocky striker. He's pretty composed. Sometimes he doesn't even look like he cares. He's so composed. But once he connects, he's putting people out. The power is undeniable. It's wildly impressive. And he hides it behind a nice, easy jab. He can grapple as well. He does a pretty good job snatching up some submissions if they're available. He doesn't really chase knockouts, but he does find them because the power is so good. Takedown defense is okay. Hasn't really been tested, but he does do pretty well because people are so afraid to get close to him that they're shooting from way too far away. And that's what happened when he just beat the absolute piss out of Wesley Schultz in his UFC debut. He's taking on Cesar Almeida. Cesar Almeida was a big-time professional kickboxer who made his jump to MMA. He beat Alex Pereira famously. He does everything you expect a professional kickboxer to do. He throws in combinations. He's got good footwork. He's got big power. He's very dangerous. Every second a fight is on his feet. Takedown defense against the cage, very good. Takedown defense in the middle, no cage, absolutely tremendous. And by tremendous, I mean horrible. He is coming off the decision loss to Cesar Oletsachuk, where he was taken down 6 times. People love Pinas here. You can see there, almost 90% of people have picked him, and I get it. He's powerful. He's 14 years younger. But if you just break this fight down for what it is, we have a striker versus a striker, and one of these strikers competed at the highest possible level as a professional striker, and he did quite well for a very long time. I'm actually going to pick Cesar here. I am worried that he's 38. I am worried that while he hasn't been Cesar. I am worried that while he hasn't been
like that.
Cesar.
One guy's name is Penis. All of a sudden you start getting a little lift.
Cesar. I'm worried that he's 38 years old. I'm worried he's been dropped in a couple of fights, but the reality is he's such a good striker. He's forcing these other really good strikers to wrestle. And if Damian comes in here and just thinks at his age, with his experience, I'm just going to come in here, I'm going to knock this guy out.
Oh, like he missed it. What an idiot. Sailed that shit.
Like he did Wesley Schultz.
Fucking goofy ass.
Things could get weird. Baby. Cesar's the pick. I haven't quite bet on it yet because I am terrified.
Shake the ditty, baby.
I am just terrified he'll be knocked out, but yeah.
Dude, he skied that thing. Holy
Going
shit.
with the dog.
Colombia's hit 2 of 3. Switzerland's hit 2 of 3. Colombia's about to go again. This is another one of those situations where like picks and bets are a little bit different. Like, I do like the value. I'll just tell you straight up. I like the value in a Damian Pinas first round knockout because Cesar Almeida is
old. He's old.
Oh, he fucking got it blocked. No, Colombia, fuck. Cesar Almeida is basically like a I don't want to say a poor man's Pereira, but he kind of is like a poor man's Alex Pereira. Like they're the same person. Like it's the striking defense isn't great, but they're willing to. It's kind of like that. I mean, just like Pereira, right? It's just kind of like not a lot of head movement. The arms a little bit extended. They're gonna eat some shots. He's got a kind of a fucking tank head, and if he lands the left hook, you're probably going to fucking sleep. Like we saw that with Abdul Rashid Alessandro, whatever the fuck his name is. Like had him pinned again, so was feeling good. One left hand put him out fucking cold. I was actually, were you were at that fight? Right? I was.
We were there
together.
Fight. Yeah, we were.
I couldn't remember if that was the one that you went.
Dude,
to
he was unconscious for like an hour.
It started getting a little bit scary. Yeah. It was like it was like that was like when Austin Lane got knocked out. I was like, oh fuck! Like I was there at that time. I was like, holy shit! Like, hold on, Switzerland. He's got to miss this one. Oh, he fucking made it. They're gonna win. Oh my god. They're going to win. Colombia's got to make their next one, but they're going to lose. I do like the first round knockout value for Damian Pinas because Cesar Almeida does get hit. When he's getting knocked down, it is in the first round. It is early. Pinas will come forward and throw that fucking sniper right hand, and he will hurt people. I was all over Pinas before his last fight. Everyone was screaming, "Oh, Wes Schultz by sub, Wes Schultz by sub." I was like, dude, you don't understand this guy Pinas is fucking large and in charge. He's gonna get in your face and throw it down your fucking throat without any fucking question. That's exactly what happened. So first round knockout is gonna be live, but with that kind of big power and overextension against, like as you mentioned, a very accomplished, a very experienced striker who's got power in his own right. You know, I think Cesar's gonna be more live than people. They made it. They're still alive, but they got to miss the next one.
How many kicks do they do?
Switzerland's got to miss the next one, and then it's sudden death. But Cesar's the better striker. Like, he is the better striker. I did place a bet on Pinas first round KO because he does have power. But as a pick, like, if this fight extends, we haven't really seen Pinas. I've seen Cesar Almeida, extending fights, and he lost some decisions and stuff like that with the wrestling and stuff, but the longer the fights go, it's going to favor Cesar. I'm picking Cesar, but I can't ignore the value in a Damian Pinas. I think it's like plus 200 first round KO because Cesar's probably going to get hurt early. And one thing about Cesar is, like, he does get clipped. He will get dropped, but he typically hangs in there when he's getting fucking. You don't see him getting, like, knocked out cold, but, Pinas is a little bit different. So I'm going Cesar as a pick, but it's one of those where it's like, yeah, I'll take a value first on knockout, see what happens. So. Switzerland's got to miss this, man. Sorry, go ahead. Cesar.
Switzerland's based in your town that you're in right now.
God. No, that's Sweden.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
He made
My
it.
bad.
They won.
It's
over. It's over.
Other giant whites.
It's over. They won. Oh, God.
Have you seen any of the players? Floating around town?
Yeah, Angelo, I haven't left my fucking apartment in 6 weeks. Yeah,
They've been here for a month.
I've just been gallivanting around the town. What are you talking about?
They've been here for a month. Yeah. I don't know. All the fans, the women.
I literally haven't left my apartment. It's probably been 5 or 6 weeks since I've been able to just walk outside and enjoy nature. And you're hitting me with bullshit like that.
I guess I forgot how long. Felt like a week. Time just flies. You know what else flies? The money into your account when you poppy the bets. We've been having a spectacular run. Bet Sam, one of the guys at WeWantPicks.com, up almost 40 units, actually over 40 units on the year. Jacob just had a clean sweep in the last event. I just had a clean sweep in the last event. I have hit 8 safety parlays in a row. The boys doing what the boys do. So if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, it's all on the website right now, WeWantPicks.com, and it's $10 for an entire month. No upsell, no cross sell, no weird tiers. $10, all of it instantly. WeWantPicks.com.
I had 5 future bets on the World Cup. Those people were.
And they all involve Sweden.
Brazil. No, before the World Cup, I picked 5 people to win it. Brazil had money on them. Mexico. USA. Colombia, who just lost. The only one left is my little Morocco. and they have to play fucking France tomorrow.
It's funny to not care about soccer at all and then love it for a month. It's pretty
It's such
entertaining.
a stupid fucking sport. I don't know what people say. The falling down, the fucking random ass offsides.
The offsides thing is funny because every meme is like, here, I'll explain offsides. If something fun happens, it's offsides and they take it away.
Yeah. And I mean, I get the intent of the rule. Like there's something in football. Like imagine if the wide receiver could just start in the end zone. It's like, yeah, I get it. But when it's like you're going to like video replay and it's like what? It's like this. He's not gaining any advantage right here. Like there was one on, I think it was on like Ronaldo, where his feet were actually more outside, but he was like leaning and his shoulder was like, get the fuck. I mean, come on.
Well, they say it's any part that can touch the ball legally, right? Because
it's like they're gaining no advantage. Like there is no advantage here. And the fact that the defense plays on that too, like the U.S. did that like last night. One time they like just stopped playing defense. They all raised their hand. It's got to be offsides, and it wasn't offsides. It's like you fucking idiots. Like everyone just relies on it so much too.
Yeah,
it's a terrible fucking sport.
Yeah, like the computer seems to be helping baseball, but it looks I don't know enough about soccer, but it doesn't seem to be helping that right now. Next up. At UFC 329, we have the Lone Lady fight. We have Tracy Cortez taking on Cong Wang. Tracy Cortez, 12-3 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off the submission loss to Erin Blanchfield, taking on Cong Wang. 9-1 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5. On a 3-fight win streak, Tracy Cortez moved to Mexico City for this fight. She had her full fight camp in Mexico City, and she said for 2 reasons. 1, the elevation. 2, she wanted to be closer to her Mexican culture. I also assume losing 2 of her last 3 fights had something to do with that. Tracy Cortez has been the exact same fighter for the entirety of her MMA career. She's got great wrestling, great control, hands aren't very good, and jiu-jitsu, I assume, is good, and they say it's good. We just don't see it because she's going to come forward, she'll shoot a takedown, and she'll keep you there. She's not going to sub you, but you're not going to get out either. She is coming off that submission loss to Erin Blanchfield, where she did have a takedown. Taking on Cong Wang. Everything we just said about Cesar Almeida applies to Cong Wang. Former professional kickboxer, made the leap to MMA, has a big win over a UFC world champion in Valentina Shevchenko. She fights exactly the exact way you would expect her to fight, coming from the professional kickboxing world, except she's also leveled up. She's fast. She's got power. She's got speed. She's got great footwork. But now she has offensive wrestling, and seemingly her takedown defense is solid as well. She is coming off the decision win over Eduarda Mora, where unfortunately she was taken down 3 times, but she landed clean and did have a knockdown. This is a tough fight for me to break down because I don't think it's close. I do not think this will be a close fight. This is either Tracy dominates with the wrestling or Cong Wang dominates with the striking. Like, I don't think it's a back and forth. I don't even think we have a +3.5 opportunity here. I think one of these women beats the shit out of the other woman, and it's just a matter of figuring out which one. I am going to pick Cong Wang here, but not with a ton of confidence. This is Las Vegas, and that's a factor here because Tracy Cortez is not dangerous. Like, her striking is atrocious, and she's not subbing anybody. So it really will just be empty takedowns with control. The judges aren't going to love that, especially if on the feet, Cong is just letting her hands go and landing a few shots pretty clean. So that's why I'm going to pick Cong. But if Tracy just has an overwhelming amount of control time that you really can't even give the fight away if you wanted to, then yeah, it's going to be a boring, miserable decision. So I'm going to pick Cong Wang here. The odd collapse actually makes a lot of sense to me because Cong has multiple ways to win. Tracy has one, and it's just coasting on a decision. I'm going to pick Cong. I'm probably not going to bet on it. I'm probably not even going to touch the over 2.5, and it's a lady fight, which should be a guarantee. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, you know how I feel about Damian Angelo.
Women. Asians. Asian women. Hispanics. Hispanic women.
My Latinas, Angelo. You know what really gets my exacerbations going is the Latino women, and specifically Tracy Cortez is obviously a good-looking Latina female. And you know how much I hate picking against Latinas on the level of a Tracy Cortez, especially with my health deteriorating. You would think now more than ever,
This current
not
phase of my life.
knowing, have I beat cancer? Yeah, I beat cancer. Have I survived Hurricane Irma? Yeah, I survived. Have I survived a black widow bite? Yeah, I have. Have I survived a trip to the emergency room in late 2025 where they said nothing was wrong with me? Yeah, I did. I've survived many, many things. This one, I don't know if I am. So you would think now more than ever, I'd really be putting my efforts into securing a Latina female, specifically if I could secure a Tracy Cortez Amor. But looking at Tracy Cortez as a fighter, very solid fighter. She's got pretty solid boxing. She's got pretty solid wrestling. She's got pretty solid jiu-jitsu. But she doesn't really excel anywhere. And if you start going through her record, she's squeaking by against a Melissa Gatto. Melissa Gatto's a very good grappler. Fine. You win that fight. She's outboxing a Jasmine Jasudavicius, which, as we've learned more and more, Jasmine, not a great striker, right? But she did win that fight. She kind of gets, I don't want to say smoked, but she did kind of get smoked against Rose Namajunas in her first 5-round fight, was getting out-wrestled and out-grappled by a Rose Namajunas. She beats and out-wrestles an older Viviana Araujo. Fine. It is what it is. And then she gets, kind of dominated in a way against Erin Blanchfield. So it's like, even the wins, or it's like outboxing a Jasmine and out-wrestling an older Vivi, they are wins and it is what it is, but there's not really a dominant performance to be like, wow, yeah, she can come in and just dominate a girl on love as Cong Wang, because I think Eduardo Mora is a better wrestler and grappler than Tracy Cortez. Maybe she can't set up as well because she's not as quite as like boxing heavy with the hands and can't really hide the takedowns as much, but on the ground, she is much more dangerous. She is much more controlling, and Cong Wang weathered that storm. I didn't think she was going to be able to weather that storm. I was very high on Eduardo Mora, and she was getting the takedowns, got the control, and controlled her for almost the entire second round, but Cong Wang has shown in previous fights that she does have some okay takedown defense, and if she is defending the takedowns, I think Tracy Cortez is in trouble in this one. So Tracy Cortez, to me, is just too willing to exchange on the feet. And I think she goes to the wrestling a little bit too late. And if she's going to the wrestling late and it doesn't work, I think she's in a little bit of trouble on this one. So I'm going Cong Wang.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised to see how many people ended up on the Cong Wang side. Obviously, me, you, 63% of the general public, which there was somebody comment. What did you say?
Oh my God, Tracy's the favorite now.
Is she really?
Well,
she started as the favorite. You can see started at minus 170. And there was a couple of comments on my original breakdown of this fight that said, Angelo, you know how women fights go. If somebody can get takedowns, they can win. And honestly, that is an unfortunate reality in a bunch of female fights. But Cong Wang is getting better. Every single fight, she looks better. Takedown defense is better. She's shooting offensive takedowns. So like the one time she looked bad, for those of you just not doing real research, you're going to say, oh, but she got submitted by Gabriela Fernandez. Dude, she got dropped bad, and then Gabby snatched her neck. Like, she wasn't taken down. She got dropped real bad, which, yeah,
she got a little cocky, got hit with a head kick.
Correct. And it's like, yeah, that's
in since then.
And Gabriela Fernandez was also a professional kickboxer. So it's not like she's nothing. So we
had Gabby by sub on the stream.
I do think, well, going into that, I did not. I do think Cong Wang wins this fight. I am obviously picking Cong Wang here. Haven't quite pulled the trigger on a bet, but if this line is going to steam the other way and she'll be a full-blown dog, then I might. And if you want to keep an eye on that line, we have a tool at WeWantPicks.com called the Line Movement Tracker. It gives you the opening odds, the current odds, the win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on the card. So keep an eye on the Tracy Cortez line. And if it's just moving and moving and moving, and you're waiting for Cong Wang to become a bigger and bigger dog, then great. Wait for it. She'll flip to a full-blown dog, and once it peaks, then you can go ahead and place your bet. That tool is available with everything else. There's only one package. There's no upsell, no cross-sell, no tiers. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. At the top, it's $10 for an entire month. Next up, at UFC 329, we have Kai Kamaka III taking on Luke Riley. Kai Kamaka III, 18-7 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a successful return to the UFC, taking on Luke Riley, undefeated at 13-0. And he is coming off that decision win over Michael Aswell Jr. Kai Kamaka, busy striker. He's got good footwork, good leg kicks, nice pressure, great low kicks. His takedowns are solid, relatively solid chin. He's not great at any specific thing. He's just good at all the things, and he's got that Hawaiian fighting spirit. He was in the UFC.
Cool, I was going to say, how cool is it for him to be out of the UFC, work his way back, get a win, and now he's on a fucking Conor pay-per-view card?
It's a monster comeback story for sure. Yeah, this is a tremendous card because he was in the UFC from 2020 to 2021. He had some exciting matchups, but he didn't have a bunch of wins, and then they cut him. And then he bounced
some good people
PFL.
too.
Yeah,
Jonathan Pierce, downtown TJ Brown. He just kind of get wrestled a little bit, and I mean, tough kid.
He's got the Hawaiian fighting spirit. They cut his ass. He's a good-looking dude. Some wins in Bellator, PFL, and now he's back. He did just beat Dakota Hope.
I think.
What was that?
I think I'd get after him a little bit.
And how so?
There's been a few soccer players. There's been that Jude. What the fuck is the guy on the England team? He kind of looks like Tyrese Halliburton. That's what Minty told me, and I kind of locked into him. And he's what a man.
So that grinder message was for you.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Sure. Agreed.
It's still June. Oh fuck! I missed.
No, you missed your boat.
Most of June, man.
You missed your boat. There goes your support. He's taking on Luke Riley, undefeated, carbon copy of every other English fighter. Luke Riley. He's fast. He's athletic. He's a good striker. He does everything to keep a fight in the feet. Plenty of finishes. Does a good job throwing damage in the clinch. Takedown defense, just okay. It's not awful. It's not great. It's just okay. He stays busy. He works up if you do take him down. Combinations are impressive because he'll work the body, he'll work the head, and he'll do it all in the same exchange. Overall, he's a really fun fighter. One of the better English signings. He did just beat Michael Aswell Jr. People seem pissed that he didn't finish him, but Michael Aswell Jr. clearly very tough. I'm picking Luke Riley. I think it's a very favorable matchup for him. I think he's faster. I think he's cleaner. I think he's more technical. He should absolutely win this fight. It should be very straightforward. But I do worry with these cage warrior English guys, when they get somebody tough, they get somebody gritty, and they get somebody that doesn't want to play the technical game, they kind of fucks them up. It fucks them up. If they get somebody that just kind of gets in their face and backs them up and says, I don't care about your technique, it fucks them up. That's my only concern here, is that Kai Kamaka could get in Luke's face and it'll bother Luke. But Michael Aswell kind of did that a little bit. And Michael Aswell was actually like a perfect lead-up fight to the Kai Kamaka fight, and Luke looked fine in that fight. People are going to misremember it. Won that fight without really any adversity at all. I think this is more of the same. A little bit of a concern with the cage warrior signings, but Luke Riley is the pick.
Yeah, I've been very, I've been anti Luke Riley. I picked Bogdan. What was he my lock of the week? I think he might have been my lock of the week versus Luke Riley. Obviously looked great that first round. I tried to warn him. I told everyone on the stream, I was like, don't get excited because he could still get knocked out. Sure as shit, second round starts, boom, he goes down, gets knocked down. I'm like, don't do it, Bogdan. Go for the takedown. But we say this every single week. There's always that one person that fucks up every single parlay. There's always that one person that everyone's like, Kai Kamaka sucks. I'm picking Luke Riley. Kai Kamaka sucks. I'm picking Luke Riley. Luke Riley's going to piece him up. He's probably going to knock him out. He's like, Kai Kamaka is typically not a guy that gets pushed around. Like he lost fights, 7 losses, he loses fights, he's been knocked out before and stuff like that, but typically not a guy that kind of gets pushed around. I love my tough Hawaiians, not a lot of them in the UFC these days, but he's one of those guys I've talked about in the past. He's just kind of a dog, a physical guy, will come in with the game plan. And we've seen Luke Riley be taken down. We've seen him be controlled on the ground. Now, Bogdan got away from the game plan, threw a little bit heavy and got knocked out and stuff like that, but it feels like looking at this card, there is definitely a lot of close fights. So this card is a little bit tricky to pick. But in that like minus 200, minus 250 range, that range where people love to pick people, throw them together in, a 2-leg parlay and say it's a safe play and stuff like that. I'm not saying that's not a safe play. I'm picking Luke Riley because he is going to be the better striker. And what do I say? Pick the better striker in a mostly striking matchup. Kai Kamaka might get a couple takedowns and stuff, but he's not really like a pure wrestler and stuff like that. So it's not like he's just going to like Khabib, this guy Luke Riley. So I'm picking Luke Riley because he is the better striker in a mostly striking matchup. But if Kai Kamaka comes in and just kind of gets in this guy's face early and works the clinch and just making these rounds close, we've seen weird stuff happened before, and it just feels like Luke Riley could be that guy that like kind of fucks everything up, where everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe we put him in every single parlay and stuff like that. I'm picking Luke. I'm not betting Luke. I respect Kai because he is a veteran of the game, and he's a pretty strong physical dude. And you've mentioned it. Like, sometimes these cage warrior guys you don't think they're frauds, but I've been saying Luke Riley's a fraud for a little bit. So if he loses, I fucking called it. But he should be the better striker. But we'll see. If he starts getting pushed around in that first round, I think this thing gets a little bit interesting. But he's pretty good with that right hand.
Yeah, I mean, I do have concerns. I have straight up concerns with Luke. I'm picking him, but when I look at this card, and I agree that is a price range that people enjoy, this is a tricky card. This is not an easy betting card. And if I look at like a Luke Riley, let's go through the people we have already broken down. I am more Farid Basharat doesn't count. He'd be my most confident so far. Alessandro Costa, I would say I might be the same amount of confident in Luke Riley than Alessandro Costa, because Costa does slow down, and that is short notice for him. Ryan Gandra, Zach Reese, flip a coin. Damian and Cesar, we talked about Cesar's the much better striker. Damian could have success, like same kind of price point, also unproven. Tracy and Cong, like Luke Riley makes me nervous because he's a case. I actually wish he had a loss so I could see the loss and be like, oh, that's how he lost. But he doesn't. So I guess we'll find out. And Hawaiian Tough might just be enough to do it. But I'm on the Luke Riley side. Jacob technically is, but doesn't really want to be. If you want to check out what the rest of the crew is doing, we have 5 human beings. We have Angelo, Artem, Jacob, Betsam, Kunith, and then we have a robot, an artificial intelligence, picking fights with remarkable accuracy. Every pick, every bet, every tool. It's all in one package for $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. You unlock an entire month instantly. Next up, at UFC 329, we have former world champion Cody Garbrandt taking on Adrian Yanez. Cody Garbrandt, 15-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 years, coming off that ridiculous win over Long Zhao, taking on Adrian Yanez, 17-6 in his career, 1-3-1 in his last 5, and he is coming off that controversial loss to Ricky Simone. Cody Garbrandt, notably former bantamweight champion of the world. And anytime somebody talks about freaking Cody Garbrandt, oh, the performance against what he did with Dominic Cruz, that was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. That was so long ago, it's not even of note. So let's
break what's down. Crazy is if you rewatch that fight, he was the exact same person he is now, like just that right hand merchant, like just fucking just load up on a right hand basically the entire time. It's just that his defense was just a little bit better, but as an offensive striker, like if you rewatch that fight, number 1, it was much closer than people realize, and number 2, he kind of fights, obviously not as much volume and stuff, but he kind of fights the same way. He just kind of got away with it with Dominic for whatever reason.
Well, and he was insanely mobile. I think that was the most mobile we've ever seen him. But he is a good fighter. Like, I'm not trying to diminish what he was or who he is, but he certainly is not now what he was before. He's a little older, he's a little slower, but he is a good boxer. He does have good footwork, and he does have some real power. When he is on, he can let the hands go and he can have some success. When he's off, he's a step behind, he's a little hesitant, and he is chinny, throwing punches from his hip. He is coming off of that fake win over Long Zhao. He only won that fight because 2 points were taken away in the 3rd round. 2. They went from a 10-9 round for Zhao to a 9-8 round for Cody. That's the only reason he won that fight. He should not have won it. He's taking down Adrian Yanez, a fun technical striker, high striking IQ, fast hands, real power, solid chin. He is a slow starter. He doesn't really come out the gates blazing, but once he picks up the pace and once he hits a flow state, he really starts to put things together. Great takedown defense at 70, what the hell percent? 75%. And he might need it here because Cody has been wrestling in his last couple of fights. But that 75% takedown defense completely outworks his 0% takedown offense. Adrian Yanez is a very good, clean technical striker, but that's where it ends. He has all the other skills. He's not going to shoot any takedowns, though. He's going to use the boxing. He's going to be fast. He's going to hang out in the pocket or manage that range. And he did just lose to Ricky Simone in a fight where he was taken down twice, but he dominated the striking, and he had Ricky 99% knocked out as the bell rang. Most people feel like he got robbed. Cody Garbrandt, as I mentioned, had that performance 10 years ago. Everybody talks about this great performance. They're still writing articles about it. It was just the 10-year anniversary a week ago, and every media outlet went nuts. Here's what's happened in those 10 freaking years. He has been knocked out 4 times. He's been submitted once. He has 7 losses in the last 10 years. He is 4-7. And somehow he's still getting big matchups. Somehow people are like, oh, but Cody, you're describing Cody from 10 years ago. The Cody today is not as fast. He's not as powerful. He's not as technical. This should absolutely be an Adrian Yanez win because he is such a good striker. My only concern here is actually the wrestling. If Cody does decide to work in the wrestling, he could have a couple of takedowns and could get away with something that we just watched Ricky Simone get away with. So Adrian's going to be the pick. He's faster, he's cleaner, he's more technical, he's younger, he's all those things. Adrian's the pick. I don't love how crazy these odds are getting. Like we're getting on 5-1 favorite here, but Adrian is the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, if you're Yanez, it's just stay balanced. Like the key to this fight and beating Cody is just stay fucking balanced. He lost his balance and started overthrowing against Rob Font because he started panicking a little bit, and that's how he was getting caught. Jonathan Martinez, a leg kicks. Cody's not going to have it. It's a mute point. He came in against Vinicius Salvador and was just fucking, I can knock this guy out and I'm going to throw. And he talked about it afterwards. Like he kind of just saw red and was like, I'm just going to fucking swing until I knock this guy out. And he was able to do it. But he fucking could have, if that's Cody Garbrandt, you put yourself in trouble with that. I thought he beat Daniel Marcos. Obviously, everyone pretty much thought he beat Ricky Simone as well. But you just stay balanced. Like if you chase the knockout, you're going to give Cody an opportunity for those counter shots. Like he's going to sit and wait for the perfect shots. If you just keep touching, he will overthrow, and then you can just counterbox him. You want to bring the big shots out of Cody. You don't want to bring the big shots to him, because if you bring the big shots to him, that's when he can counter strike. Or, as Angel mentioned, if he all of a sudden wants to start mixing in the wrestling and stuff, you start getting over your feet with the big strikes, he level changes, now you're taken down, and now you're like, oh fuck, here we go again. Now I gotta work back to my feet. Now I'm a little bit slower. Now he's in my face a little bit. Not that Cody, like, at this point, is like hitting anybody's face, but there should be a Yanez play. Like, he's capable in the wrestling, he's capable in the grappling. He should be, which is kind of crazy to say at this point. Like, he is, but he is the better striker, just because Cody is so low volume and so dependent on like that big shot that he's been looking for, and he kind of just kind of like does that like that, those little blitzes and stuff. So if I'm Adrian, just don't try to knock this guy out. Like, I know it's a big card, it's a big moment, you can knock this guy out, but if you start over swinging, you're just giving him a chance. The only chance, I don't want to say the only chance, because Cody's a very good fighter, but the best chance that you can give Cody Garbrandt is try to knock out Cody Garbrandt, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to give him the openings. Make him throw the big shit. Touch. He'll get frustrated. He'll throw the big shit, counter it. That's when you're going to have your moments. You're going to start wearing him down. You'll find your shot. Stay patient, and you should be pretty dialed in on this one. Obviously, Adrian's my boy. But I would just say, just keep your feet, stay balanced, stay in the moment, and the shot will find itself.
Yeah, it should be an entertaining fight. And I saw somebody comment, "What is Adrian by decision?" I actually looked that up. I've got, you guys, I do the bet video, and I do the I didn't place the bet. I do the vasectomy bets. These are bets that I have not placed because when the doctor did my vasectomy, his hand slipped. He cut a little too much. That was one of them. It's like plus 200. Which is like phenomenal. I think that is the outcome. I think Adrian does win by decision. I think that is the outcome. And plus 200 on a guy who's basically a 5-1 favorite seems like pretty solid odds to me.
It definitely can be a situation where Adrian's kind of like just kind of following him around. He's kind of scared to like overcommit himself because of the speed of Cody, and just kind of like follow. The crowd's booing,
There's a former world champion on a Conor card.
It's crazy to think that he has seven losses when you think back to that. Because even the TJ fights, like, he was winning both of those TJ fights that he fucking lost as well.
Yeah. He literally ran into getting knocked out. Just ran forward
to get knocked out. Was the first one, he almost knocked TJ out right at the bell. The bell saved TJ, and then he gets knocked out. It's just fucking, it's crazy.
No, it's a wild turn for Cody Garbrandt's career, right? Top of the world, one of the best gyms on the planet, just beat an all-timer. And just since then, it hasn't been great since that moment. But we do have a bunch of bets on this fight. Whether you believe in the decision or not, we've got you covered. Go to WeWantPicks.com. It's $10. Every pick, every bet, every tool. It's all one package. $10 for all of it instantly. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Next up.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Because I think YouTube just rolled out some sort of update or something. Can everyone touch that like button real quick? I think that if you press it, you get I think it's like an auto deposit into your bank account for like $100 if you press I can't remember what it is, but go ahead and just try that. And then tomorrow check back to your bank accounts and see if there's an auto. I can't remember if that was what it was, but if you hit that like button, I think it generates some sort of auto payment to your bank account. So just I can't confirm that, but I think it's some new update they have.
That is,
we almost have 1,000 people in here, so
I know it's been flexing up. Appreciate all of you, especially 6 o'clock at least Central Time on a Tuesday.
Sex.
What?
I haven't had sex in so long.
Speaking of, next up, UFC 329, we have Gable Steveson, not Stevenson. That's your natural reaction. You want to say Stevenson. It isn't.
That's like, what's his name?
Who?
What's his name?
Josh without the P?
Yeah.
It is brutal because you just want to say it the correct way.
Yeah, and I happened to click because you guys were live before this live. I happened to click on there right when he was like, hey, if Jacob's not going to be around, you always have to
I was like, he is around.
Okay. No, you didn't say that. You didn't even say he's back or anything.
I literally said he's back.
No, you didn't.
I remember
I was sitting there waiting for you to be like, no, he's back tonight, actually. You didn't say anything. You were like, yeah. Because you immediately went into, yeah, it's funny. Like, the audience is like, first, they hated me, and then they liked me. Yeah, you didn't say anything about it.
I did say
it's very interesting. You didn't. You could have immediately been like, no, he's back. But you were like, let me keep that option open. So, no, I get it.
Okay. No, I said you were back for sure.
You actually did not say that you were back. So.
Maybe not that second, but we had talked about it several times previously.
Okay.
We got Gable Steveson, no N, taking on Elisha Ellison. Gable Steveson, 3-0. Very short, young career, 3-0, and this is his UFC debut. Taking on Elisha Ellison, 5-2 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, looking for that first UFC win. Gable Steveson, wild signing for the UFC, and that's because he's an Olympic gold medalist. He's only 3 fights into his MMA career, and people are already naming him the uncrowned champion. He's an Olympic gold medalist, a 2-time Division I national champion, 3-time world champion. He's done everything you could do in that sport, and he's knocked a couple people's heads off in this sport. He's essentially Brock Lesnar minus the fake wrestling, meaning only a few fights into his career, and he's already being rushed to the top.
Both from Minnesota.
Is that where he's actually from?
Well, they both wrestle from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Look at that connection.
I saw a video on Twitter of a young Gable working with Brock at Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Obviously, Brock was like older, but he was working with Gable and stuff.
Well, because it's funny because the criticism of Gable is like, oh, the dude.
Is that his real name?
Gable?
Yeah.
I assume so. The criticism of him is like, dude, you have a 30-year-old wrestling in college. He's only 26.
Only. He's from Indiana. He's from Portage, Indiana.
There you go. See, look at you. And he's taking on Elisha Ellison. Elisha Ellison, not quite the same accolades, but he is a retired law enforcement
Gable
officer.
Dan.
Damn, Dan Gable is one of the most famous wrestlers of all time. They named him after Dan Gable.
Gable Dan.
Yeah, they named him after kid.
Well, good for them.
See, it fits.
I'm gonna name my kid Pinas. What's his name? Damian. Pinas Damian. Pinas Damian Lines, baby.
PDL set. That's actually solid initials.
That's pretty a little dangerous there.
Yeah, it's very close. Elisha Ellison, retired cop. He does private security now. He does moonlight as a UFC fighter. This is not his full-time gig. But he is an aggressive guy. He's going to move forward. He'll fight anywhere. No problem getting after on the feet. He'll grind in some takedowns. He is fast. He can hit hard. He can do all the things, but he got knocked out in his UFC debut, and he probably gets knocked out here. There's a small percentage of people out there pretending Gable's not going to win this fight. Gable is going to win this fight. And he's going to win this fight for a couple reasons. One, he is a phenomenal athlete. 2, he hits hard as shit. 3, he's been competing in combat sports at the highest possible level forever. And 4, he is the best heavyweight wrestler America has ever had. Heavyweight wrestler. You could say Rulon Gardner. He already won a gold medal. And Gable didn't balloon up to 9,000 pounds. Anybody that is on that small 4% side of saying he's going to lose is just trying to be some fake genius. The reality is he won't lose. And
head to head on a wrestling mat, what are you doing with Gable?
You just have to dive at an ankle instantly and hope you just catch him back.
I'm talking about you specifically.
I would dive at an ankle instantly and hope that maybe he got caught off guard and fell down. You can't tie up with him. He's too fucking strong. He's fast as hell for his size. He shoots real takedowns. You just gotta dive at an ankle.
I got it. Fucking, I'd ninja choke him so quick.
I bet.
At first shot he takes,
your little arms aren't getting around that neck.
He's actually arms.
He's not even. Yeah,
I have a 75-inch reach.
Yeah.
Look that up compared to I measured on stream one time. 75-inch reach.
What is funny, he's not that big. He's a big dude. Like here, he's 6'1". Like he's not that big.
His reach is.
It says 78 inches. What's yours?
75.
Long
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, his reach is long as shit. Anybody picking against Gable, they're all going to say the same bullshit. Oh, he got head kicked because of his last fight. Yeah, he got head kicked, and he didn't even blink. He just moved forward and continued doing what he's doing. We've seen him knock people out. He can out-wrestle anybody in this division. He wins. These odds are even still a gift. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, you're the wrestling guy. Because people talk about, like, oh, he's just the next Bo Nickel and stuff, but he's technically way better than Bo Nickel as a wrestling, right?
Yes. Bo Nickel didn't win an Olympic gold medal or place at all.
Did he even make a
Olympic team? He made the Olympic team. He might not have made the Olympic team, but he obviously Bo Nickel's a very good wrestler.
What's the hardest weight class for wrestling?
It's got to be that mid-size, middle.
Like
it's got to be that mid-size,
160-ish.
It's got to be around there because then you get every ethnicity. Because the Americans are fucking huge, and we're too big for some other countries. Then, if you're too small, like if you're tiny, there's just
imagine we had Gable last night, middle back, defending our goal. The athlete he is. Instead, we got a 38-year-old fucking ponytail bitch playing touch buck in the fucking park. All fucking, what the hell is that guy doing? That's my favorite tweet. 330 million people in the U.S. and we got this fucking asshole back there. There's no way. There's no way he's the best person in the U.S. at that position. The best athlete we could find. What a joke.
He's not the best athlete we could find. He's the best athlete that chose.
Everyone's like,
he's
got experience. It's like, what? I think he was the captain. I think he's the captain too. The fuck?
How old
did you see his athletic ability when the goalie kicked the fucking turf and they just lazily kicked the ball in? He's like backpedaling. He's like, whoa! It's like, holy shit! I could have just sidestepped and stopped that ball. Oh my god! You're supposed to be the best in the world.
It was. It's so funny. We would have been so much better off if they didn't overturn that red card because then we had a fake excuse. Oh, they screwed us.
Then the best part is that people were saying is like it's actually kind of a win-win for us because if we would have won, we would have just rammed it down. Oh, we're the fucking fuck you guys. But since we lost, because we're the U.S. and honestly nobody really gives a fuck about soccer as a whole.
It sucks anyway.
Like everyone tries to make fun of us for it, and it's like we don't really even give a shit. Like obviously we have like soccer fanatics or stuff, but everyone's like, oh, you lost. It's like yeah, fucking all our best athletes are in the NFL and NBA.
I saw in Wake Up
the C-level athletes are in Major League Baseball. These are our D-level athletes, and they still were competing.
Well, Portnoy called them, these are country club kids. These are all country club kids that decided to play soccer. I watched Wake Up Barstool, and they said we were ranked 16 coming into this tournament, and we got 16th. I don't know when along the line we were delusioned that we were going to win this whole thing.
Obviously you get hyped up, and this could be it, and why not us? And they had the big wins and stuff like that, but yeah, it's like fucking... Those are and I told you, like, if that fucking Holland guy if he was born in the USA, you would not know who the fuck he is because there would be not a chance in the world that this Holland dude would end up on a soccer field growing up in the USA. He would be pushed into basketball, or he'd be pushed into football, and he'd just be okay, but he's big enough to kind of go to college. He'd probably be like a okay college tight end, or just an okay, like, mediocre college, like, power forward, but he wouldn't be good enough to be in the NBA. You never would hear of Holland if he was born in the fucking USA, because he'd be forced because of his height and all these actual athletes are being forced into basketball, football, and even baseball at that point. But because they got nothing over there except for Holland, they get all their best athletes. Or except for soccer, they get all the best athletes play soccer. It is what it is.
It is. I mean, it is funny. Like,
Holland would not tear the NFL to shreds. I guarantee he couldn't catch a football.
I mean, is he? Yeah. Well, and is he fast? He's fast.
Yeah,
but
he's a good athlete. But there's a difference between fucking going up and catching and fucking getting hit and fucking. It's a difference. He's not fucking.
Well, the comparison people in the comments are making are Bo Stevenson or Gable Steveson and Bo Nickel. Stevenson couldn't hold a candle to Bo in collegiate accolades. Ange, I love you. Bo was twice as impressive in college. That's the key word, you fuckleberries. You're talking college. One of these guys won an Olympic gold medal. The other one didn't even make the Olympics. We're not talking the same thing. And I get he lost to Dave Taylor. That's why he didn't make the Olympic team. But he didn't make the team. And Gabe Steveson did make the team and won a gold. You want to compare college? Compare college. Would you rather be the best collegiate wrestler or the best wrestler on the planet? We're not comparing the same thing. Gable Steveson destroys Elisha Ellison, minus 2,700. These odds are outrageous. There's still a discount. It's still, I mean, he should be minus 200 million. Next up.
Oh, I didn't even make my pick, but okay, fuck it. You didn't let me do a breakdown.
You were doing it. They started talking about God knows what. I thought you said, all right, who do you think
I didn't do it at all. I just started talking about soccer.
No, all right. Who do you think wins?
Someone said real football, meaning soccer, is the most competitive sport in the world. Also, how many times have I been watching the World Cup where the best athletes in the world, or whatever you want to say, these can't make like a mediocre pass? Like, I see these the passes they make. I'm like, or the crosses they make. They'll send a cross in fucking 30 yards deep. I'm like, you're doing this every day for your life, and you're the best player in the world on one of the best teams, and you're making a cross and send it 20 yards deep? How are they not like Tiger can dial this thing in to 10 feet almost every time he hits the fucking ball. Like, oh, they're on the move and stuff like that. I've seen fucking Patrick Mahomes throw a fucking underhand fucking sidearm going left to right across the field 70 yards on the fucking dot almost every fucking time. These people aren't as good as you think they are. Gable wins.
All right, there we go.
I've seen Steph Curry fucking step back, 3 people on him against all the fucking, against the Frenchies. Bang! It's over, baby. Those are real athletes.
Next up, at UFC 329, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Robert Whittaker making his light heavyweight debut against Nikita Krylov. Robert Whittaker, 26-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. As I mentioned, making that light heavyweight debut. Taking on Nikita Krylov, 31-11 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that finish win over Modestas Bukauskas. Robert Whittaker, former welterweight, then former middleweight, now light heavyweight. Former middleweight champion of the world, but here he is moving up in weight. Robert Whittaker is a flashy striker who does a really good job working in combinations and then doing that quick. I button hooked.
Nobody's fucking talking. I didn't even say. I said a post corner.
You pointed and you went like that. All right.
I said a post corner, not a fucking button hook. What are you fucking 7 years old? Nobody throws a fucking button hook.
He button hooked me. It's from the Adam Sandler CD. Anyway, Robert Whittaker wants to throw in combinations, and he does that whole blitz forward thing. He can work in some takedowns as well. He's had 12 takedowns in his last 9 fights, and he's one of the more well-rounded fighters in any division, regardless of a weight adjustment or not. He is coming off that war with RDR where he dropped him. He had some success, but ultimately he was too small. He's taking on Nikita Krylov, pretty well-rounded guy in his own right. Good wrestling, good striking. He's got nice forward pressure. He mixes up the striking and the grappling really well. He's got solid takedowns. He averages more than 2 per fight, and he has a whole wealth of experience with some high-level wins, but he doesn't have a great chin. He is coming off that finish win over Modestas Bukauskas where there was only 3 seconds left on the clock. couple things here. Robert Whittaker, as I mentioned, was a former welterweight. And if you go back and you watch his fight versus Wonder Boy, he was smaller than Wonder Boy. He was smaller than a welterweight. Then he goes up to middleweight. Not the biggest middleweight, not the smallest, but not the biggest middleweight. He just got bullied by RDR. RDR beat him because he was small. Now he's going up to light heavyweight. I don't understand the move. Obviously, he's talked about, oh, I don't want to cut weight. Oh, I weigh 230 right now. I get it. I don't understand.
His neck right now is fucking. Have you seen his neck?
He's obviously has the frame to be able to gain weight, and he's a professional athlete, so he can do it the right way. I do not think he should be moving up. I think it's ridiculous. And I also think this isn't the easiest fight at this weight class right now. Now, I think he wins. Robert's the better fighter everywhere than Nikita. He's going to be a little faster. He's going to be a little cleaner with the striking. He's going to have the better wrestling. He's going to be better everywhere. Yeah.
If I can.
He put on the weight. If Robert Whittaker was a light heavyweight and he lost a single fight to RDR.
Nick Merckx, Nick. You know Nick Merckx?
I do. If Robert, really? I do. If Robert Whittaker.
How do you know Nick Merckx?
Because first of all, he wrestled, didn't he? And like his streaming shit hits my feed all the time because he talks like me. So people are like, oh,
he talks like you.
People are always like, oh, this dude's aggressive like you. Yeah, but he's like aggressive in his speak. If Robert Whittaker lost to RDR at light heavyweight, he would move down to middleweight. Instead, he's moving up. RDR also moved up. Robert Whittaker would literally lose the fight that he just lost at a new weight class. He's too small to be moving up. He will have some success here because of his skills. He'll win this fight. I'm actually surprised these odds are hovering around here. This implies that Nikita Krylov can hang at an elite level. I don't think he quite can. Whittaker is the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm picking Bobby Knuckles. I've been a big fan of Bobby Knuckles, but we do have to remember this guy's kind of got a fucking baby chin. I know he hasn't been knocked out in a while and stuff like that, but he's getting wobbled and stuff a lot. And we've seen a lot of people that think that they can come up and handle, like, it is different. Like, the power is a little bit different. Not that Krylov is a guy that just kind of comes in and just smokes people with his power and stuff like that, but he is a big fucking, that's a big fucking light heavyweight, and the power is different at 205. So, I mean, it might be one of the bigger jumps, the 185 power compared to, like, 205 power, because these guys are walking around like 235, stuff like that.
It's one of the biggest weight class jumps.
Thanks, mathematician. Yeah.
Well, you said it might be
light heavyweight to heavyweight. Yeah, it's, if you do the math, it's actually, yeah, you're right. It is one of the biggest weight jumps. You said
might be a big power jump. Well, guess what, dickhead?
I don't think there's a huge power difference between light heavyweights and heavyweights compared to middleweights and light heavyweights. So I said it's one of, and you said, yeah, it is.
Where would be a bigger power jump then?
I think 155 to 170 is a big power jump.
Maybe.
But he does kind of have a baby chin. He is, and so, I mean, he kind of nailed the breakdown, unfortunately. He is the better fighter. He is going to be the pick. I do worry a little bit about him just walking into something long and something that just, like, Nikita just kind of sticks out there. I did put a bet on Whittaker inside the distance because Krylov is obviously a very chinny guy as well. Like, there's no doubting that. And against that fight against Bukauskas, I mean, Bukauskas looked fucking terrible in that fight. Like, wouldn't throw anything down the middle. I was on stream being like, just throw something down the fucking middle. And like twice he threw something down the middle and Krylov was like, oh shit. Whittaker does have those blitzes in where he will throw something right down the fucking middle. So 1 + 1 should equal 2. And if Whittaker lands, he could hurt and knock out a Krylov. So I placed that bet. Before a premium play, I was like, Whittaker up, smaller guy. Let me just see what he does at 205 before I get too greedy with it. But he is the better fighter, so I'll take Bobby Knuckles in this one, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a longer reach than Bobby Knuckles. 2 inches.
There you go.
Take that and put that in your fucking pipe.
It is crazy. Like, I just don't understand this move. It's just so bizarre to me. And people were like, dude, he
don't want to cut the weight. I mean, people fucking, he's made the money. He's a former champ. He's getting late in his career. He doesn't want to fucking cut the weight. He doesn't want to fucking cut the weight.
Damn, he's got to win. Like, point to a fight where
he's the favorite. I mean, he's a fucking, and Krylov's a chinny guy. It is what it is.
Point to a fight that Robert Whittaker lost because he was small.
He didn't say he was losing because he said, I want to cut the weight.
But I'm saying I can point to one. His last fight. If he was bigger, he would have beat RDR. He was too small.
He had the guy knocked out anyway, but
And I can't point to a single fight where he lost because he was tired and sucked out. So
He didn't say
it is
that.
what it is.
He just don't want to cut the weight. He don't want to cut the weight. Some people just fucking get tired of cutting the weight. Maybe it's just a mental aspect of fucking cut the weight. Now people feel better.
Well, he should win this fight so we can debate this again.
I mean, the guy, every time he fights, he pretty much has to fly across the world and then cut the weight. And people are talking about he brought all his kids with him. This might be a retirement fight.
I mean, that's possible. But I feel like somebody of his caliber would retire closer. We go to Australia twice a year now. Well, Jacob and I are on the same side here. The odds don't seem that wide. So why don't you check out to see if we've got some bets? If you go to WeWantPicks.com, we have a whole suite of picks and bets and tools. We have an artificial intelligence, 5 human cappers, everything you'd ever want or need heading into a fight week. And it's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. After you check that out, get yourself $50. We'll send you $50 instantly for free. We'll send it right to you. If you go to this URL, you use the affiliate link. While using the affiliate link, you sign up, you make a deposit. They're going to send us some money. They're going to be like, hey, Ange, here's some one-time commission. We're going to slice it. We're going to give you $50 instantly. They get a new customer. We get a couple bucks. You get a couple bucks. Everybody wins. So you go to this URL, sign up, make a deposit, get yourself paid. It's easy to sit here, and in the beginning of this stream, we talked about Jacob's eyes, and then we talked about all the bets that we have been hitting. But it's more than just bets. If you go to the website, of course, we have it's more than we have more than just bets. We have a whole suite of tools. For those of you who like to do your own research, we have a tool called the Data Analyzer. It allows you to manipulate data to find your own spots. Inside of the Data Analyzer, a tape index. For those of you who like to do your own tape study, watch the fights with your own eyes. We've got it all lined up. Every fight from every fighter. Click the red play button. Video
pops up. Can you see my facial hair better now?
A little better. Your face got redder because you would turn on a light, I'm guessing.
No,
I see the facial. Yeah, you look artistic. Not autistic, artistic. You look like you can razzle dazzle with a paintbrush. It's a compliment, not an insult.
Would you fuck me?
I don't know. Turn around.
You couldn't. You don't have the depth.
You don't
have the length to get to me.
We have a fight
I'm
simulator,
caked up, baby.
This is a tool that simulates fights 100.
Not being able to go to gym too is fucking. There's nothing that makes me mentally
especially that gives you that actually helps you out. You
faster than not being able to go to the gym. Because even that day that I thought my eyes were better and I went to the gym, which actually made my eyes worse. Like that day at the gym, I was like fucking. Oh,
thank God I'm here.
Get some adrenaline going. Yeah. Like fucking, I'm out in the. Not that I talk to people, but you're out and around people and stuff. You know, you're taking the sneaky pictures of the random girls. I got the wig where I can sneak
the rush of getting caught. Yeah,
the girls' locker room for a little bit, sit in the sauna. How was your workout? So that's fucking not going to the gym has been fucking killing me as well. And you know me too. Like once I have a little bit of stress, I don't eat. So I've been dropping weight. I just snowballs.
It spirals. It does spiral. I get it.
We're still working on it though.
I have the exact opposite. I stress eat.
Oh no shit. You don't say no shit.
I was raised by immigrants, dude. It's like, oh, you're stressed here, eat. That'll make you feel better. Oh, you're happy. Let's celebrate with some food. That'll make you feel better. Like it's always just eat. Every problem gets solved with food. So here I am.
Before I could get to the eye doctor, that when it got real bad after the White House card, I literally was just laying with my eyes because I couldn't really sleep because I hurt so bad. So I was just laying with my eyes closed from like Monday to like Wednesday before they finally got just good enough to where I could like open them for a little bit of time to watch a little bit of TV, but then still had to sit there. I'm still all the time just ice packs, warm compresses, eye drops nonstop. Keep me in your prayers, people.
It does suck, honestly. Well, we got to get you better before we head over to OKC. And before you head over to the website, check out all the tools. Fight Simulator simulates fights 100,000 times. Who is this?
What do you think about her?
Who is this?
What do you think about her?
I need to know who it is before I say things.
Just some random girl on Hinge. Attractive though, right?
You're swiping?
Pretty attractive, right?
Sure.
Okay, well, gotcha, bitch.
I does see.
Got your ass. Got your ass, bitch. Got your ass.
Why is that in your search results? Are there not filters, or is that filtered?
I can't control it. No, it's fucking.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I was swiping through and I'm like, oh, look at whoa. Are you pre-op or?
Yeah. How, yeah, where in the journey? Here's the journey. Point. Guys, we got tools. You guys get the idea. Look at all these fucking tools. It's $10 for a month, a whole ass month for $10. We've been crushing the bets. The tools have been working for people. Hey, it's fucking $10. It's the greatest service this space has ever seen. We have never raised the price. We just continue to add more. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's $10. You love it. You keep it. You hate it. Cancel. It's $10 freaking dollars. Jacob, let's open some cards.
Let's open some cards. People are asking about, if you guys weren't here for the beginning when I talked about my eyes, I had still dealing with, I think the reaction's gone, but I had legit like a allergic reaction. I can't remember. It's like a pulpal, I don't know, allergic reaction underneath both my eyelids, which puts all these little bumps underneath your eyelids that just scrapes the fuck out of your eyes. And I had it for a couple weeks before I realized what was going on. So I've been on steroid drops, still on steroid drops. So we're hoping we get better soon. Let's open some packs.
Here we go. All right. Home of fight cards at collectibles.com. We got a big fight week.
Home of fight.
The return of the biggest star that's ever happened.
Shout out Matty Betts, too. Jesus.
$2 million in a slot machine.
Whew.
Here we go. You think he'd give us a good card here? Here we go.
Here we go. A card of him, too, can't you?
I think that ended already. And we've got a $37 Vanessa Demopoulos Blue Wave PSA 9.
Did you see what she did to Veronica Hardy?
No, what'd she do?
What a terrible person to spar with. Just wild-ass fucking Vanessa Demopoulos. Veronica Hardy was supposed to be on next week's card versus Dione Barbosa, but she was sparring with Veronica Hardy. Vanessa Demopoulos was. Vanessa had headgear on, but Vanessa didn't, and she came in with like a wild overhand, like doing just fucking, because she's not a very good fucking striker, and they headbutted, and she fucking split her eye open. Now she pulled out of her fight.
Veronica did? You said Vanessa. Veronica pulled out of her fight? I just did those damn graphics too.
Yeah, she was supposed to fight next week. Yeah, I explained that.
All right, here we go. Second pack. We sold that one back. Sometimes you just got to burn the shitty one. We burn it. We click open. Come on. This is an indication of how things are going to go this weekend.
I think it's Ian Gary.
Let's go. What do we got? Bing bong. Ooh, $57
Close.
Brian Battle card.
Mr. UFC, Mr. PFL.
Here we go. Hey, we're selling it.
Fuck the French. Fuck the French.
We're going to buy another pack. We have enough money to buy another pack. We have enough money to buy one single pack. Let's go ahead and buy this. We're going to lock it in.
French.
I have enough money. Yeah, I know I do. Buy the pack. Confirm purchase. Here we go. I need a good card. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a good one. So
I've had two. I had a 700 and two 400, something like that. But let's see what we get. I want someone from this event. Let's go. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
$81 card. We got Mackenzie Dern, current world champion. I'm going to keep it.
Again.
I'm keeping it. You always send me down. She's a current
sell it. Because you're building now. You just went boom. You went 30, 50, 70. Next is probably 150.
No,
you sell it, you go again, man.
We've been down.
You're probably going to get another Mackenzie Dern at some point, and the card's going to be worth more value later. Don't hold on to it now. You get rid of it now, then you'll get it later. It's still going to be in there. You'll get it later when it's worth more. You sell it now.
We're revisiting at the end.
Because you can't sell it later. No, what are you doing?
We're revisiting at the end of the show.
It's just fucking Mackenzie Dern. A female UFC fighter card is never going to be worth fucking shit. But you could get something really good. That's the most that card will ever be.
No, she could win.
It doesn't matter. It's a female UFC fighter card. You sell that card and you go for something that's legit, dude.
All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sell it. Okay.
Yeah.
You bullied me into this, which is absolute bullshit. But we're not going to, we're going to
Watch
buy
what
2.
happens.
I'll have enough money to buy 2 packs. We're going to open those at the end of the stream.
No, do one right
No,
now.
I need a reset, a cleansing. We're going to open them at the end of the stream. I need a cleansing.
I opened some cards I actually did buy some cards at Target in my sadness because I did go to Target once, just fucking whatever. You know what I got?
What'd you get?
Wait, where are they? Oh, I think I put them up here.
Looking for the cards.
I bought 4 just basic packs. These were the best ones I got.
Wait. Who is that?
Torres Finney, baby. At a 275. I got an auto.
Oh, shit.
Brian Ortega.
That's not terrible for a random card pull.
Yeah, not terrible, Angelo.
It's an autograph on a random. You didn't buy a whole box where you were guaranteed an autograph.
I guess, Angelo, Mr. Optimistic. But look at this one. Sweet Gene, baby. At a 75. I was pretty excited about that one. Sweet Gene.
Yeah, that ain't terrible. See? Look at you. Things are on the come up. Here we go. Let me just buy these 2 packs. We'll open them at the end of the stream. We got a couple of super chats. We have $5 from Joshua Stephen Ward. Please, Jacob, live stream this Saturday. Without you, the internet is a barren wasteland of real-time UFC betting content.
Guys, I want to stream. I don't think anybody understands how bad my eyes are. I can't go outside. Like, just sitting here right now, they're just fucking burning. And we've only been live for an hour and a half. I just, physically, I can't.
Let's put it this way. We only have 5 fights left. White House card was a 2.5 hour stream for 7 fights. If Jacob's eyes were in tip-top shape, we'd be on the prelims.
Like, I gotta be able to live my life first before I can even think about streaming. Like, I can't even walk the dog without like walking outside with my eyes closed because they're so fucking dry.
Listen, I'm all for you.
And there's nothing I can do. Like, I have all the eye drops in the world and stuff that work for fucking 20 minutes at a time and stuff. I just gotta, geez, it's just a slow process. Just gotta wait for them to heal. It's tough, man. I want to stream.
Young Money Thug, 279 Canadian. Angelo, could you bless us with a mukbang? Listen, dude. Well, I basically did that one when that Taco Bell suspiciously arrived during the stream. There's this dude, Cody something, maybe some kid from Jersey, some bald kid from Jersey. He fucking, the way he eats in his car, all that food looks incredible. We have a $10 super chat from Excano Oi. I am the guy you have been beefing with on Twitter. Have my upgrade ready? What? I'm not beefing with anybody on Twitter. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you very much for the $10 super chat. And then you doubled down on it saying, Ango, have my upgrade ready. So you've spent $20. I assume you've spent $25. Oh, here it is. Holloway not winning, dummy. Ignore my chats all you want. Have my upgrade ready. I don't know what the bet was. Maybe I said I would upgrade you to lifetime. If you don't have premium and you just spent $25 instead of getting 2 months of premium, outrageous. Thank you very much for the super chat. Max Holloway is winning. Prepare to delete your account when that happens. Next up, at UFC 329, we have the opening fight of the evening. We have Bobby King Green taking on Terrence McKinney. King Green, 35-17 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 on a 3-fight win streak. Taking on Terrence McKinney, 18-8 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that 24-7 knockout win over Kyle Nelson. What's incredible about this fight is it feels like a fight that has happened or should have happened. It's crazy these two have not fought each other, and we have a complete clash of
What does
styles.
that mean?
It just feels like they've both been in this division forever. They both have been successful. They've had highs. They've had lows. It feels like a matchup we should have had already.
That felt racially charged.
Why the hell would that be racially charged?
I don't know. You're getting defensive, so your defensiveness seems like you kind of know where you're headed with this.
We have a clash here between a tried and true veteran who has durability and could fight for a full 35 minutes without getting tired versus an absolute flash in the pan, knock you out.
You're going to say it, now's the time.
You're going
to do it, just fucking rip the Band-Aid off. Let it rip, Angelo.
King Green, busy striker. He has that showboat Roy Jones Jr. style. He is mostly a striker, 90% a striker, but a little later in his career, he has been working in the wrestling quite a bit, and he did that in his last fight against Jeremy Stephens. King Green isn't really known as a one-punch knockout kind of guy, but he has been coming across a few as of late. 3 wins in a row. Nice little win streak, taking on Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney, every time we break him down, we say the same things. One of the most talented guys in this division. And if you built a video game, he has incredible striking, he has incredible wrestling, he has incredible grappling, but you had to sacrifice cardio and chin to build up all of those actual skills. He can do all the things, but he can only do them for a couple of minutes. He did just knock out Kyle Nelson in 24 seconds. This is a really fun fight. A really fun fight. And the best tweet I've seen about this was Kunith. Kunith tweeted this fight, and he said, if you think you know what's going to happen in this fight, you don't. Or you're wrong. I forget what you said. But that's exactly it. Like, this fight could go 1 million different directions.
Why do you all of a sudden mention Kunith when this fight comes up?
Because he tweeted that, and I retweeted it. And he is 100%.
That's a 3 for 3 there.
He's 100% spot on, because the reality is King Green is the better fighter if you factor in not just raw talent, but if you factor in experience and high-level competition. Straight raw talent, Terrence McKinney is the more talented guy. He's faster, he hits harder, he's more athletic, but he fades very quickly, and he hasn't fought at this level for this long. I have to go with Terrence McKinney, though. Like, King Green has looked great in his last couple of fights. The win over that absolute fraud was spectacular. He showed his fight IQ in the win over Jeremy Stephens. Like, hey, this dude is an absolute savage. Let me wrestle a little bit. King Green can win this fight. I'm going to pick Terrence McKinney. I'm not betting on this fight. The fact that this isn't -110 is crazy to me. It's going to be a fun fight. It's a great main card opener. It will not last long. Terrence McKinney's a pick. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I told you guys that because of my, diagnosis, and we don't know how much longer that I have to do this, that we are going to start swinging at some stuff. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive. It paid off last week. I was up 11 units with like a fucking 350% ROI. I only bet 3.5 units. It was up 11, something like that. We just aimed and fired at some shit. And in this one, go to WeWantPicks.com because we're firing on this one. And I'll tell you right now, I just don't think Terrence McKinney is that good. Like, he can overwhelm people early. Obviously, he can throw strikes. So he's not like super tactical. He can throw head kicks and land on people. He's got wrestling and stuff like that, but not like at a crazy, crazy level. Like, King Green's got wrestling in his own right as well. And you just don't get overwhelmed early, and you're going to win the fight. And King Green is a guy that just doesn't really ever really get overwhelmed. Like, I mean, he just he knows how to just fucking, like, he knows what's coming. He knows the storm is coming. He knows how to fucking, obviously the shoulder rolling Philly shell is a little bit of a concern against a guy that's just going to be throwing some wild shit early, but you just got to weather the storm. And I think that King Green is the better fighter here. And if he weathers that storm or even catches Terrence McKinney coming in, like, Terrence McKinney was rolling against what's his name and ended up just getting caught because he got too aggressive. Like, if you have King Green pinned or you think you have him pinned, and then you start dropping your hands and throw a little bit wild, like, he's a good counter boxer. Like, Zellhuber learned that as well. Like, he's a fucking very precise fucking really good fucking boxer. Like, I just think King Green's a better fighter. Like, if he gets caught, he gets caught. Like, hats off to Terrence. The craziest stat with Terrence McKinney that I put out like a year or two ago that he replied to, he was like, that's actually not funny, dude, was that he has no performance bonuses in his career. He's never won a bonus. He has all these fucking, he's never won a bonus in his career. And I put it against, I think Roxanne Matta, whatever the fuck her name is. I think she has like 2 bonuses in like her career or whatever, which is it's so crazy that Terrence has been fighting all these fights and has all these finishes and stuff like that. But I mean, King Green's a better fighter. If he gets caught, he gets caught. But there's some crazy value in him not getting caught, and I'm taking a stab at that. So Terrence McKinney doesn't have cardio, doesn't have a chin. I know King Green's been caught with stuff like that, but that's he's been caught like in the flow of fights and stuff. There's no flow with Terrence. He just either gets you out of there or he doesn't. And if he does, I mean, I'm taking King Green.
Yeah, listen, it's impossible to argue. It's impossible to argue. I don't care what you said. It would be unless
and I know that web guy Josh said that video of Terrence McKinney grappling all those white belts or whatever And I actually had watched that before Josh sent it on my own, like a few days before that. But there is a video of Terrence McKinney like grappling with like how many white belts can he submit and whatever. He grapples with like 3 or 4 of them. And then he's like, "Oh man, I'm fucking tired." Like he had like stop grappling for a while after like 5 or 7 minutes like grappling with these white belts or something. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like I know grappling's like exhausting and stuff like that, but Jesus, man, like these are white belts and you're a UFC level athlete. And he's like, "I'm fucking tired, dude." And literally had to like stop doing it for a while and fucking, it was like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is impossible to argue a side here. That's why I'm surprised the community is so sure. 65% on Terrence McKinney. Like that's a clear line people drew. That's not.
And King Green's been talking not talking shit, but he's like, "I thought we were supposed to be friends. We were supposed to be boys. You called me out. I don't know what that was all about." Like he seems to be taking this personal in some capacity.
Oh, so. And he seems like
he's got those custom shorts too, man. People are like the UFC fucking bitched out making those shorts because he wanted some bandana shorts, and they made bandana shorts, but they did not make them red. Oh. I think he wanted some red bandana shorts, and they made those black. But
that's funny.
I think he's in the red corner.
Yeah, that's really funny. Well, this is a really fun fight. It's a great card opener. And as Jacob mentioned, he's already got some bets on the board. A plus $500 odd bet on this fight. Just go to wewantpicks.com, click become a member. It's $10. You'll unlock every pick, every bet, every tool.
I literally don't care. Like if I lose that one, it is what it is. Because if you lose, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down in flames, and it's gonna be an exciting whatever. But if it hits, man, yeah, it's gonna be fucking, and that's gonna make my night. That one bet's gonna make my night.
The odds are absolutely spectacular. We have a $5 Canadian super chat from Glory to Romania. UFC 331 main event confirmed. Angelo takes on Chris Barnett at 300-pound catchweight. Interesting to see if Angelo makes weight. First of all, a couple things, buddy.
Angelo's on a health kick now. Angelo's Mr. Healthy.
Chris Barnett. I am on a health kick. This is my paperwork.
You guys are about to see Angelo's life just transform. He's gonna transform. He's gonna do it, guys. This is the time.
This is it.
He got his
buy at the bottom. Buy at the bottom. This is my blood work. I got the blood work done. My back, I couldn't walk forever. So I got my blood work done and I got MRIs. I'm a complete health kick. I'm like, I'm never feeling like this again. So I'm definitely going to be a pin. I mean, turn me into a pin cushion. I'm going to get peptides. I'm going to get TRT. I'm doing all that fucking shit for sure. I'm also eating less and drinking more water. So that catch weight could be 275 for sure. Also, blood pressure, somehow great. Cholesterol, great. And I weigh fully clothed at the doctor's office, 266. That's not there. I thought it was going to be worse. I'm going to be honest with you. I expected a worse number than that. So, and I'm 6'3". It's not like I'm fucking 5'8" and a half. I'm 6'2" 3/4. Yeah. I'm not 5'8" and a half. Next up, at UFC 329, we have Brandon Royval taking on Loney Kavanaugh. Brandon Royval, 17-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off that knockout loss to Manel Kopp. Taking on Loney Kavanaugh, 10-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. Coming off that rebound win over Brandon Moreno. This is a surprisingly confident fight for a lot of people. People are just completely throwing out who Brandon Royval is and was. Brandon Royval is one of the more exciting guys in this sport. Brandon Royval is one of the most active guys in this sport. He's got fast striking. He can be powerful. He is diverse. There is some random grappling in the mix, but he's really just going to move forward, get in your face, and if you do something weird, he's going to try to snatch something up. He throws crazy. He brings a ton of pressure, and he just keeps coming forward. He is typically durable, but he was just knocked out by Manel Kopp. He is taking on Loney Kavanaugh, a fast-paced striker with incredible movement and speed. Any description of him about his speed is not going to do it justice. He is insanely fast, probably top 5 fastest guys in this division. He also has some random raw power, so that combination of speed and power work really well for him. He is a very, very good striker, but he doesn't only strike. We've seen him wrestle in the octagon, and when he does get takedowns, he's got good damage on top. He is coming off that short notice upset win in 5 rounds over Brandon Moreno, where he defended 8 takedowns. And the reason that's a note that I've made there is because after he got knocked out by Charles Johnson, the narrative was he has no chin and he has no cardio. Charles Johnson knocked him out because he slowed down. So then when he took a short notice 5-round step up, a lot of people assumed he would slow down in that, but he didn't. He did not slow down in that fight. The reality is Loney Kavanaugh has plenty of cardio. Loney Kavanaugh is a very fast, clean striker, and Loney Kavanaugh is very technical, so he should win this fight. I'm going to pick him to win this fight for all of those reasons, but he is fighting Brandon freaking Royval. This guy has 2 hours of octagon time. He only has 1 knockout, so he's not really dangerous, but he has 2 hours of octagon time. Loney's going to be the pick. It will be weird and interesting if Brandon just moves forward and says, I don't give a fuck, and fights in the same way he fought Josh Van, but I got to go with Loney here. Minus 220. It should be good, but this is not an easy fight. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I was the fucking, I hate, damn it, man. I hate using this word, Angelo. I was the fucking retard. I was the R word when it came to that Brandon Moreno fight, because I sat here and I said, if there's one thing that Loney cannot do in that fight versus Brandon Moreno is win a decision. Like, he might knock him out, he might have some success early, but he's not going to win a fucking 5-round decision against Brandon Moreno, and that's exactly what he won there fucking did. Now, is this going to be like a fool's gold where maybe Moreno wasn't the guy, even though he's a former champion? Like, was it a weird performance from Moreno? But Kavanaugh looks so fucking dialed in that I get everyone that's chasing him against Brandon Royval, he's a lot of ups and downs in his career. Like, he's looked great, he's looked like he can be a champion, and then he's looked like not so great. And against the last guy that he's fought, a Manel Kopp, who kind of fights like a Loney Kavanaugh, who will kind of sit in the pocket, wait for those big shots, and throw heavy. He looked like he was kind of out of sorts. Like, we've seen Royval get hurt and chinned in the past and stuff like that, but when Kopp got in his face, it was like, and landed, it was like, oh, fucking shit. And we've seen Loney have some big power in his hands in the same capacity. So while I like Royval, and he might show up and surprise people and stuff like that, I don't even know if it'd be a surprise. Like, it would just be more of like a reminder than a surprise. I get the love for Loney. I think that was like we said with
you'll get there. I believe. I'm confident.
We said with
Could give us hints. Let us help you.
I was talking about somebody that like had a nice little wake up call and they fixed kind of what they were doing.
Me with the testosterone.
Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Damn, I don't know who that fucking was. I thought it was on this card. Was I talking about somebody fucking random? But I think it was a way. The Charles Johnson fight was a wake up call. Like, he thought he was going to smoke Charles Johnson. He got tired. He got a little bit lazy. Got caught because he seemed to be a completely different fighter against Brandon Moreno. And he was locked in, dialed in for the fucking bell on that one. And if he just brings that same fight to this one, I think he can kind of run through Brandon Royval as well. So I think the odds are probably justified. Obviously, Royval is kind of a wild card. If there's a wild scramble and stuff like that, he's always going to be that guy that's live for a weird submission, long guy, good jits, stuff like that. So, but maybe the lights are a little bit too bright for Loney. Big card, main card. Brandon Royval's kind of been there, done that. I know it was a big moment for him last time, but this is a little bit different with the Conor card. So, sometimes these young kids try to make statements. Like Moreno, it seemed like he was there to win the fight. If he comes in and tries to make a statement, that's how you kind of get in trouble versus Royval in times. But Loney should be the pick.
Yeah, I do. You said one thing before that I do like, that there might be some fool's gold that win over Brandon Moreno. There's definitely some, like there is. Now, is it enough to pick Royval here? Probably not. But Brandon Moreno has built an entire career on just being an awkward, durable weirdo.
It was Cong Wang. That's who it was. She lost to Gabriella. Yes. She was cocky, whatever, and then kind of just dialed it in. Now it's looked pretty dialed in. I think maybe not the best comparison, but fighters do that sometimes. They have a little wake-up call, and they either keep doing what they're doing and they don't fucking figure it out, but I think he had a little wake-up call.
Because, like, Brandon Moreno just relies on that lurchy, awkward, like, lungy, come in and out type movements, and the reality is that's not Brandon. Brandon's just going to get in his face and stay busy. Loney should win, but I definitely wouldn't do 1 + 1 = 2. I wouldn't do, he beat a former world champion, so he could beat Royval. I think it's he beat a former world champion in 5 rounds, so I don't have to worry about his cardio. I think that's the takeaway from that fight. But Jacob and I are on the same side here, and there are absolutely bets on this fight. So if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, it is $10 for an entire month. MONTH, a whole month worth of access. WeWantPicks.com. Next up at UFC 329, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have Corey Sandhagen taking on Mario Batista in a rematch. Corey Sandhagen, 18-6 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Taking on Mario Batista, 17-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. And he just finished Vinicius Oliveira. This is a rematch. First fight happened 7 years ago. It happened to be Mario Batista's UFC debut, and it was on short notice. But I have said many, many times over, when I break down a rematch, unless that shit just happened, I don't care. It was 7 years ago. These are very different fighters today than they were back then. If you want to watch that fight, then go to the website, WeWantPicks.com. If you go to the data analyzer under tools in the menu, inside of the data analyzer, we have the tape index. You can go to either one of these fighters. You'll see this fight and just click it. Video pop up and you can watch it for yourself. Corey Sandhagen, active striker, landed about 5 significant strikes per minute. He has that deceiving power. He does have solid technique. He is fluid. He's fast. He's good with combinations, a nice variety, and he can do all the things. He can strike, he can grapple, he can wrestle, he can do everything. He's athletic, he's tough, solid BJJ, and he's a hard night out for anybody in the top 10. He did just lose to Merab in a title shot where he was taken down 20 times. Taking on Mario Batista, high-volume striker with good wrestling and solid scrambles. He sets a pace. He's always plodding forward. He's light in his feet, impressive 5-4 striking differential. He averages about 2 takedowns per 15 minutes. And he's coming off the submission win over Vinicius Oliveira. I totally understand being on the Corey side here. I also totally understand the love for Corey. People absolutely love Corey Sandhagen. Every fight he's in, people are 100% convinced he is going to win. And I get it. He's a good fighter. But I'm going to kind of go the other way here. He beat Mario Batista in that first matchup. And if you watch the fight, Mario Batista came forward, got a takedown, lost the scramble, got submitted. That's how that fight went down. But that was then, and this is now. And if I look at them now, Corey Sandhagen feels like basically the same fighter. He's evolved a little bit, but not quite to the same order of magnitude that Mario.
You, bitch.
Mario, is your mom in the room? Mario.
Whoa.
Mario.
I would never. I don't know how you speak to your mother. You probably say, because she doesn't really know English.
What I'm saying is just speak the same language.
All sort of stuff. You're probably calling her the N-word, honestly.
My mom would beat the fuck out. Dude, my mom broke
my mother.
My mom broke a pool stick over my leg and it broke in the metal part in the middle.
She ripped your nipple ring out.
She ripped my nipple ring out in the kitchen in front of my friend. Just went whap.
I showed up one time. It was actually when I was coaching volleyball with her. I got my my ears pierced and showed up, walked in the gym with my ears pierced for that, and she just goes, it wasn't like the I'm mad, it was like the I'm disappointed. And I was like, but I got a lot of bitches with those earrings. So
I bet you did for sure. Listen,
I don't know what that means. I clearly got a lot of pussy.
No, I'm agreeing with you. You definitely did.
I'm not getting pussy right now, but it's by choice.
What is that called?
It's abstinence.
No, it has a word.
Something
incel. But that's involuntarily celibate. No, incel is involuntarily celibate, right?
I don't know all your fucking weirdo words,
yeah,
Angelo.
This is
I just know
shit.
that I daily I'm getting it thrown at me, but I don't know why you laugh when I say something.
I'm happy for you. It's a happy laugh. I think Mario wins this fight. I think Mario's the better overall wrestler. I think Mario's scrambles are absolutely incredible. Obviously, Corey's jiu-jitsu is dangerous and Corey's striking is awkward and dangerous, but I think Mario has leveled up. I think Mario's a much better fighter now than definitely their first fight. And if I look at their last 5 fights, Mario is improving every time. If you go watch Mario versus Umar Nurmagomedov, that was a very, very good showing by Mario. First of all, he had Umar in trouble a couple of times. He was scrambling. Like, he was doing so many things and he was doing them well. I'm picking Mario. I bet on Mario. I think Mario wins this fight, and I think he's that is Jesus, dude. Suburban white kid from middle America.
I mean,
there you go.
Come on with it. You see the diamond? You can't. I'm trying to hide the diamonds, but the diamond's poking out.
Jesus, dude. Jesus Christ. Well, I picked Mario.
Shit.
Yeah, put the hat back on.
Decent, with a fresh fade.
Well, who do you think wins?
that, man.
Mm-hmm.
What a great fucking, just,
Baby Blade, Little Ember.
Look at the diamond fucking dancing on this one, baby. Look at that fade, dog. Woo!
Yeah. There's Baby Blaze, Little Ember. What were the other nicknames?
Damn, dripped out with the Marlon Jackson jersey. I was drowning in it, Angelo.
I bet. Well,
God damn, man. Woo!
Indiana.
Jesus, man.
Suburban Indiana. What up, homie?
Damn, look Indiana. At your boy. I always had that fresh, crispy fade. Damn, look at your boy. Oh,
Jesus Christ. That finally a black and white one. That your hair could be dark brown.
Damn.
Who do you think wins this fight? Lil Ember? That's Lil Ember. That is Lil Ember.
Got the American Eagle on. Those diamonds just stay dancing. I don't know how they not getting tired, dog. There you go. I got to go before you do this. Yes, your boy just dripped out on it. Your boy just dripped out on it, baby.
Hey.
I love that White Sox hat. Let me say this. Corey Sandhagen is a guy that, he doesn't get outstruck. If you go up and down Corey Sandhagen's stat sheet, he got outstruck versus Merab, is what it is. That Merab fight, he was, so focused on trying to be at least defensive in the wrestling. There was no real offense. He got outstruck by Merab. He got outstruck by Umar. It is what it is. Both these guys kind of, obviously, you want to play the MMA game. Mario probably looked better against Umar, whatever. But he's outstriking Steveson. He's outstriking Rob Fong. He's outstriking Cheeto Vera. He's outstriking Song Yudong. He's outstriking Piotr Yang in that fight. He's outstriking TJ Dillashaw, even though he lost. He's outstriking Marlon Moraes. He's outstriking, he rarely loses striking matches. And I believe that these guys are probably going to be striking from motion. I think that the grappling is going to count. I don't think Mario's going to try come in and Merab Corey, because I don't think he's got those abilities, and he just wants to be doesn't want to wear himself out. And I don't think Corey's going to be offensive wrestling a guy like Mario Batista. I think it's a mostly striking matchup. In a mostly striking matchup, it feels like Corey's just going to be the more active guy. That's what it feels like. This is a close fight. It feels like this is probably a decision fight. I don't think there's going to be a lot of wrestling and grappling. You might see Mario test it at times just to see, but I think Corey's going to be fine there defensively against a guy like Mario Batista. And when you're looking at a Mario Batista resume, I think he lost against Jose Aldo. It is Jose Aldo. I thought he lost that fight. You watch that Patchy Mix fight. Patchy Mix looked fucking awful in that fight. But in the second and third round, when they were just boxing, those were close rounds. Patchy Mix landed 122 fucking strikes against this guy. And those were actually kind of close fucking boxing rounds against Patchy fucking Mix, who just fucking doesn't move his head and just stands there. But he was having moments of success versus Mario Batista. Obviously, the Umar fight happens. And then I know he smoked Vinicius, and a lot of people were high on Vinicius in that fight. And we're like, wow, look how good Vinicius, that was never going to be a fight for Vinicius. I was very high on Vinicius. I love Vinicius. He's a former lock of the week. But even I, in that fight, was like, dude, he's probably going to get smoked against Mario Batista. He just isn't at that level yet, like a Corey Sandhagen. So I'm looking at this fight, and I'm like, it's probably going to be mostly striking. Even if there is wrestling and grappling, Corey can definitely, he's already proven that he can hold his own. And I think, obviously, Mario is better than he was, and I'm not worried about the first fight and stuff like that. But if the grappling is even, and these guys are mostly striking the whole time, unless Mario has a big moment, which he doesn't have a lot of times. He did against Umar, but he doesn't have a lot of times. Dude, that movement of Corey Sandhagen, the activity of Corey Sandhagen, it feels like he's just going to be winning every moment of every round. And unless Mario is able to land a big shot to steal those fucking rounds, this feels like a Corey Sandhagen fight. And we just saw how fucking dialed in Justin Gaethje was. The Trevor Whitman got him all lined up and stuff like that. Corey Sandhagen's also one of those Trevor Whitman, protege. These guys are so fucking dialed in with game plans and movement and striking and angles and all this stuff. But I think it honestly just comes down to activity. I think Corey has proven in his career he is more active with his striking. He lands more with the judges. I think that he's just going to be moving, touch. And I think he's just going to outland Mario Batista to a decision win. So close fight. If Mario was able to, mix in some wrestling and some control and stuff like that. But on the feet, I just think Corey's more active, and he's just going to do more on the feet.
Yeah, I mean, I get being on the Corey side because I'm never gonna sit here and say, "Oh, Corey's not that good," because that's not true. Corey is very good and he's been fighting at a pretty high level. I just think if you run through that same Corey Sandhagen resume, all the losses are to wrestlers, and Mario's the better wrestler, and I think he wrestles. I think it's just literally that simple.
Okay.
So we'll find out. And if you need a tiebreaker, we got those. It's not just Jacob and I. We have me, Jacob, Artem, Betsam, Kunith, and then an artificial intelligence. So go check out a tiebreaker. Check out all the picks, all the bets. Check out the tools. See what the fight simulator says happens in this fight. All of that is only $10 in one single package. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's $10. You instantly unlock all of it. And you have it for an entire month. If you love it, you keep it. You hate it, you cancel. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Next up, at UFC 329, we have, Norwegian. Benoit Saint Denis taking on Paddy Pimblett in the co-main event of the evening. BSD, 17-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's on that 4-fight win a streak. Taking on Paddy Pimblett, 23-4 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that interim title loss to Justin Gaethje. This is a very hard fight for me to break down. These guys are somewhat similar. Neither one of them are great. They both kind of have sloppy styles and some flaws, but they're also both insanely tough and can be dangerous. Benoit Saint Denis has good offensive wrestling, and he's got okay power in his hands, but he is sloppy and he just kind of moves forward. Paddy Pimblett does not have good offensive wrestling. Doesn't have the best striking in the world, but he's got an incredible chin, and he's got very dangerous jiu-jitsu. So now we have two guys that do have paths to victory, but ultimately, I think there's only one path to victory. I think whoever gets the first takedown in this fight is going to win the fight. I don't think the striking is far enough apart for it to really matter. I don't think we have a situation where BSD gets a takedown and Paddy schools him on the ground. So if BSD gets a takedown and ends up on top, which is what I originally was going to break down, I think he beats Paddy. I think Paddy's just on his back playing games. If we flip it and we say Paddy gets a takedown, BSD off his back is certainly not good enough to deal with Paddy on top. So I think this fight comes down to who gets the first takedown. My original analysis of this was BSD is the better wrestler. Therefore, he'll have the takedowns, he'll be on top, and he will win this fight. That was the original breakdown. And I cited Michael Chandler having 4 takedowns in his fight versus Paddy. And then we see the staff. Then we're reminded that Paddy Pimblett did much better against Justin Gaethje than Ilya did. And while his striking sucks, his chin doesn't. And he wasn't lying when he said he don't get knocked out. So I full flipped. I'm going to pick Paddy here. I'm going to pick Paddy because on the feet, he's far more durable. On the ground, he's more dangerous. But I just hope he's not waiting, because if he waits and he ends up getting taken down, then BSD is just going to keep taking him down and keep beating him up, and Paddy's going to have nothing to offer off his back. Paddy's going to be the pick. It's easier to root for him. It's more fun to root for him. I want him to win. This is such a coin flip. There's a 0% chance I bet on this fight. This could go very, very badly for Paddy if he doesn't end up in advantageous grappling positions. But I'm going to pick him, and let's hope all that staff bullshit with Benoit is real. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this is definitely one of those fights where no matter what anybody is saying about this fight, they're probably right. Like, if you think Paddy sucks and he throws his chin up in the air when he strikes and he was getting taken down and out-wrestled by Michael Chandler and he got smoked by Gaethje and stuff, you're right. If you come in and you say Benoit's sloppy with his entries and Paddy can grab his neck and he can knock this guy out because he's sloppy in his striking when he's against the fence, and that's what Dustin did, and Paddy hits hard and he's got a granite chin, he can knock this guy out, or he can you're right. Like everybody that is breaking down this fight is right in how they're breaking down this fight, because both these guys have shown that they have ways to lose. Like we've seen Benoit. You talked about apparently he's got staff this week and stuff like that. We've seen him have an issue with that and his cardio. He's already a sloppy strike. Both these guys are so sloppy in their striking. They do have power in the hands, but they're sloppy in the way that they strike it. Paddy obviously throws his chin up in the air and tries to catch people with these big hooks, and against the fence he'll throw his chin up in the air. But even against Gaethje, which I was one of the, I don't want to say the only person, but I was one of the few people that was like, hey, Gaethje's probably going to smoke this guy. Even though Gaethje is like plus 235 or whatever. I was very pro Gaethje going into that fight, but I came away pretty impressed with the durability of Paddy over the 5 rounds. Was landing something that had Gaethje in trouble at points in that fight. But it's just hard to trust either one of these guys. I'm picking Paddy because I was impressed by the Gagey fight. Was that just a one-off situation? Is Benoit just going to get him to the ground and if he gets in the same position that Michael Chandler was in, he's just going to maul back? I get all that type of stuff, but it does feel like I've never been a big Benoit Saint Denis guy. I think he just squares up a little bit too much on his striking, and when you square up against Paddy against the fence, he can land those big shots, and it could be like a club and sub situation where he hurts him, Benoit shoots in, and Paddy is very comfortable jumping on those guillotine front chokes and stuff like that. So loves the flying triangles and weird stuff like that. So could be a club and sub, but as far as like betting on Paddy, when the time gets there, I might do it. I know a lot of people are just throwing money on the Paddy by sub plus 500, plus 400, whatever it is, but anybody that's breaking this fight is right in how they're breaking it down. I'll take Paddy because I think he might be a little bit more durable, even though it's crazy to say because we've seen Benoit Saint Denis in that one fight, his UFC debut, had the worst beating of all time, but that was kind of a long time ago. He's not really that same guy anymore, but I'm taking Paddy.
That beating was so bad, they fired the referee that night. Immediately after that fight, they fired him. A couple of things. So I broke this down. This is my third time breaking it down. The first time I broke it down, I picked BSD for all the reasons I mentioned. I'm like, I think he gets the takedowns. And if he ends up on top, what's Paddy going to do off his back? Like, it's 2026. He's not subbing off his back. Then I saw the staff, and then I rewatched the Paddy Justin fight because I remembered that fight. And I said in my original breakdown, Paddy had Justin in trouble a couple of times. And people jumped down my throat. They're like, that's not true. What are you talking about? Justin beat the shit out of him. It's like, no, he didn't. I rewatched the fight as a reminder to myself. And I forget if it was this third round or the fourth round. There were multiple times where Justin was in trouble, but he's such a veteran. He's so tough. He just kept his composure, but he was wobbly on his feet. And it felt like if Paddy had a little more juice, he could have might be getting him out of there. So rewatching that, the whole staff thing, I'm like, fuck it. We're going Paddy. So I flipped the pick. I'm going Paddy, but I can't bet on this. I can't bet on it, but others have. So if you want to check out,
there's a lot of lists, a lot of love on, which is something to take note as well. It seems like there's a lot of, I don't want to say square money, but there's a lot of public money. It feels like on Paddy, which I'm picking him too. But when you see a lot of the public, obviously the Tapology numbers don't correlate that, but it just feels like the general consensus. There's a lot of money being put on Paddy.
Yeah, I mean, look at the odds. Went from plus 170 to plus 110, and based off comment section outrage when I picked BSD, there's a lot of people on Paddy Pimblett here. So I'm staying away from money. You don't need to bet every fight, but if you want to, others have. So check out every bet that we have.
Weird bet for this fight would be. Hold on.
What? BSD by sub?
No, I was gonna say fight goes to a split decision. It's plus 600.
It could, because BSD could get empty takedowns and Paddy could threaten with some
but these guys just get sloppy and tired. It just turns into a sloppy Gagey fight. But BSD is not as dialed in as Gagey, so then just turns into sloppy whatever, and it's just like a weird whatever.
It's a great co-main event. We could have ended up with a Conor McGregor card where they said we don't give a shit. Here's Conor.
If this goes to a split, somebody tweet me and be like, "Oh my God, you called it."
Yeah, give Jacob a shout out and check out the website. Because we have picks, we have bets, we have tools, and we have a whole bunch of action on this card, and it's only $10, 10. That's not even a foot long at Subway anymore. I don't care what they tell you. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Next up, at UFC 329, we have the return of the Mac. We have the main event of the evening. We have Conor McGregor taking on Max Holloway in a rematch 13 years in the making. Conor McGregor, 22-6 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, coming back after 5 years away. Taking on Max Holloway, 27-9 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, and he's coming off that BMF title loss. I don't need to spend any time explaining who either one of these fighters are, so I'm only going to spend my time explaining why Conor McGregor has no chance in hell to win this fight. He just doesn't. 5 years ago, Conor broke his leg. I sat here in this chair, and I said Conor McGregor will never fight again. And I said it from my chest.
Hey, how lucky did you get that he didn't fight Michael Chandler? Because he would have fucking smoked Michael Chandler.
Well, now we know that.
Like, holy shit. Like, that, you made that video. Like, obviously it wasn't that video, but me and you were you put $1,000 on Michael Chandler, and I put $2,000 on on Conor. And looking back at that, oh my God, dude, he would have fucking smoked Michael Chandler. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I sat in the chair and I said, Conor McGregor will never fight again. And then the Conor McGregor documentary took that clip and they mixed it in with a bunch of other clips, but then they kept the audio and they used it throughout the documentary as like a here's his comeback trail. And to Jacob's point, 2 years ago, I almost looked pretty stupid on that claim because he signed up to fight Michael Chandler.
We had tickets.
Jacob bought me tickets. I have right here, I'm not going to get it because it's all the way up, framed in my office from the hotel room, the Las Vegas magazine cover of Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. I took it home with me and it is framed. But now I do look stupid because he actually is fighting. And there was rumors today, oh, Conor's not even in Vegas yet. He's not in any of the embedded. No, he's in Vegas. He just got there. He's ready to go. He's locked in. He will be showing up. But all of that is to say,
he is pretty locked in because he's not letting the embedded cameras follow him around. He's not fucking really doing much of anything except for being fucking, I don't know.
You know what's funny? Watch that fucking dork show up and wrestle. Watch him show up and wrestle.
I saw a video of him grappling today.
Dude, if he shows up and wrestles, this will be the funniest.
He won the first fight.
It is how he won the first fight. And I've been telling people that, and they don't remember. Because I'm like, Conor is old, he's slow, he's rusty, and of course
he was kind of forced. He blew it out of his ACL, so he was kind of forced into that. But
still, he wrestled, and people are forgetting because everybody's like, he's gonna knock Max out. Who knocked out Max? Ilya. He's not gonna knock Max out. I don't think he has a chance in hell. But it would be pretty ironic if he shows up and he shoots Let's say Conor McGregor comes in here and wins because of takedowns. All of the die-hard, drool-at-the-mouth, foam Conor by KO people are still going to be like, told you he'd win. Even that's not what the fuck you said. I genuinely do not think Conor McGregor has a chance in hell. He is coming off a 5-year layoff. He is 38 years old. Even in Conor McGregor's almost prime, let's say when he beat Nate Diaz the second time, if you took that version of Conor, that exact version, and he fought Max, that version of Conor would lose. Conor McGregor has never had great cardio. What he had was speed and timing. And you know what? 5 years away, what 38 years old, you lose your speed, you lose your timing. Conor McGregor is not winning this fight. Not coming back after that leg break. The two most notable times that injury has happened was to Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman. Anderson Silva, that happened to him at basically the height of his career. And he just went on to nosedive. He had one win after that, like 4 losses. Chris Weidman, same exact shit. Came back, looked awful against Brad Tavares, had to eye poke his way to a win against Bruno Silva, and then looked awful against Eric Anders. Conor McGregor is not bucking that trend. Conor McGregor is not coming back and shocking the world. Conor McGregor is the reason the sport is as big as it is right now, but there is no miracle in the making. Conor McGregor is going to get finished in this fight. Jacob, what do you think?
Somebody said, and I quote, I don't know if you're in here, Rusty Moore Jr., before the stream started, and I quote, Jacob's picking Conor is funny because he doesn't even believe he's going to win. He just wants to be different, so he can say he was the only one who did if by some miracle Conor does win. You goddamn right. You son of a bitch. You goddamn right. Of course, Conor probably isn't going to win this fight. It's pretty crazy that the odds are, I mean, Max right now, minus 214. These odds are even closing even more. Conor is only a plus 184 dog at this moment. I will say that I think it is going to be a little bit surprising in that first round. I do believe that Max is going to respect, like, let's see what Conor's going to bring, because nobody really knows what kind of Conor is going to show up. And if you rewatch that fight against Dustin, the first one, before he got knocked out. Yeah, I mean, both of them, but I think there was the first one, obviously the second one, but the first rematch, I mean, it was Dustin's chin that was like saving him in that fight. Like, he was lighting up Dustin in those fights. Does he have the same speed anymore? I don't know. Was that the same speed that he had in that Eddie Alvarez fight or in the Nate Diaz fight rematch and stuff like that? Definitely not. Like, you can tell he's definitely slowing down, but the accuracy in the power, you always say that the last thing to go is the power. he's still going to have power in his shots. He's still going to be able to throw a good left hand. He is probably going to be, and I just thought about this in the moment, you know who he's going to look like in this fight?
Who?
Darren Till. Darren Till is just like a left-hand merchant. Like, all he wants to do is just step, and just bomb a left hand. And obviously, Darren Till has Muay Thai. He's got, like, the elbows, the step-in elbows that Conor probably isn't going to throw. But Darren Till is pretty much just kind of like a pin, and then fire the left hand. It's kind of all Conor is at this point. But we've seen Max Holloway. He talked about against Calvin Guitar, I'm the best boxer in the UFC, baby. Dude, that dude, he gets hit. Max Holloway gets hit a lot. And we've seen the cracks start to fade against Max Holloway. I tried to warn people before that Ilya fight. I was like, the cracks, we've seen the cracks. Gagey dropped him. I don't care if Gagey dropped him in that fight. He looked good against Gagey, dropped him, right? Ilya knocks him out cold. Dustin drops him, just kind of buzzes him in that fight. And there's a world where Conor comes in, Max is showing him a little bit too much respect. He steps in with that left hand and fucking cracks this guy. Can he actually like knock him out cold to where it's like all this type of stuff? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is he going to just chase him down? And remember, Ilya didn't really one-punch KO him, right? He had him hurt. He was kind of beating him, had him hurt, had him wobble, chased him down, and then kind of knocked him out cold. Where Conor, again, I think he's more of the Darren Till left-hand merchant, is just going to have to knock him out. It's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen. But can a man dream a little bit? Wouldn't it be probably one of the biggest moments in UFC fucking history? I mean, imagine the implications if Conor came in and does what he thinks he's going to do and just does the unthinkable and knocks out Max Holloway. But the issue is all the issues that everyone's going to talk about. He hasn't been fighting. He hasn't looked great. The speed isn't there. Is the power still going to be there? And the biggest red flag of all is obviously the cardio. Like, he's never had cardio. Even in that Nate Diaz fight, that rematch I watched the other day, he looked really good in that fight. But even in that fight, like, the same thing happened. The second round, it was like, oh shit, he's fucking getting tired. And he was able to dog it out because you could tell he really was like, I'm going to fucking win this fight. Like, he was not going to fucking lose that fight again. He was able to dog out his exhaustion in that fight. But at this point in his career, he probably does just have a round, and if he tries to pace himself, it's going to be a bad news. I think he just got to come in, get Max's face, try to land that big left hand and see what happens. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I agree with probably what everyone else is saying, what you were saying. Like, it probably should be more of like the opening odds, minus 400, something like that for Max, because although the chin has been cracking, it hasn't been like early. It's not like he's been getting fucking like knocked out early in fights and stuff. Like, he knows how to stay safe. He's going to respect Conor early. He knows how this fight's going to go. Respect him early. Start touching him a little bit more in the second round and get out of there with a win. But, as a pick, yeah, I'm fucking picking Conor because it's fucking Conor, man. Like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Obviously, pick Max, bet Max, do whatever you got to do. But I'm going to stick with my boy. It's still my boy, baby.
It would be insane.
And we've seen him carry 170. We've never seen Max carry 170. Like, obviously he's got the frame for it. He's not going to look whatever. But, we just saw, it's a little bit different scenario or whatever, but we saw Alex Pereira, like, at heavyweight, it looked like he didn't carry it well. Like, he looked a little bit sluggish in that fight. Like, obviously Gone is a little bit different than fighting Conor McGregor at 170 at this point in his career. But, if Max thinks he's still got this speed and he's a little bit heavier and he doesn't quite have the speed and he zigs when he should zag, and,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I get it. People are just hanging on to nostalgia, because even I saw comments, Angelo, of course Conor has a puncher's chance, blah, blah. It's like, based off of what? What are you basing that off of? When was Conor McGregor's last knockout? When? Like, what are we basing this off of? The guy has like one win in 10 years.
That he lost against Nate Diaz. The timing is always like, I don't know if it's just mixed up in my head, but it felt like the Nate Diaz rematch was like the last big kind of moment he had. But he lost against Nate, came back, beat Nate, and then went back down and beat Eddie Alvarez in that fight. So that little 2-fight run was actually pretty great. Got the redemption, went down to 155, won the lightweight belt, and actually looked decent against Khabib at times. But it's not the same Conor probably.
He had a great couple scrambles there early, and then faded. He's never had cardio. That's the other thing. This dude didn't have cardio at his peak. At his peak, he never had cardio.
Yeah.
But at 38, he's gonna last more than 2 minutes. Like,
and people want to put the Dustin fight too. Like Dustin, I know Dustin buzzed him and stuff like that. Dude, Max was letting Dustin off the hook a couple times in that fight. Like Max was like, there was a couple times where you could tell Max kind of like let off the gas a little bit, like knew his retirement fight. There was a couple moments where if you watch that fight without any bias or whatever, you could tell Max was like, kind of let the foot off the gas a little bit in those fights.
Listen, I'm very excited for this event. It feels like a huge week, and fucking dude, Conor McGregor's walkout. We're gonna remember this forever. It's huge. It's objectively huge. It's exciting. I'm very excited for it. I don't see him winning. If he does win, one of the best upsets of all time. It has to be. Not odds-wise, obviously, based off these ridiculous odds, but certainly just the comeback story of generations. I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. It feels like a monster event. Finally, I think you're right when you said earlier, USA Soccer losing.
Hey, Bryce, I'm talking about Max, you fucking retard. Dustin buzzed him. Dustin beat his ass twice. I'm talking when Dustin buzzed Max.
He literally said idiot. In his retirement fight. Yeah, people. Guys, that's the breakdown. But before you leave, go to WeWantPicks.com. We have a whole suite of picks and bets and tools. We have everything you ever want or need on a website. Check it all out. It's freaking $10. You love this sport. You love making a couple bucks watching this sport. We got you hooked up. You want tools? Gotcha. You want to copy paste? Gotcha. You want multiple cappers and opinions? Gotcha. Artificial intelligence? Gotcha. It's all one package, $10. WeWantPicks.com. And before you go, make sure you subscribe. Costs you $0. 900 of you, almost 1,000 were watching live. Click the subscribe button. We're about to open cards here in a second, but before you do that, hang out with the boys. Click subscribe, turn on the bell.
And I think, too, that this is I don't think this is like I think Conor's locked in. I don't know if it's going to be good enough or whatever, but it does feel like this is a genuine
he's trying
attempt by Conor. This isn't like just like I'm just going to sub, because if he was just doing it just to do it, he would be like all over the socials and he'd be like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm going to fucking like that. He would be like against the Khabib fight. Like he said, like against the Khabib, he like didn't train as much as he probably should have. Like he let his team down and he was like, so almost like he was trying to convince himself, like all this type of stuff or whatever, where this one, it does feel like he is, whether it matters or not. I think it is, at least we are getting, if it is the last time, at least it is like a genuine attempt. It's not just him showing up just to show up. Like, I think it is going to be like a genuine attempt, and he's going to show up, and we'll see.
I think so too. Listen, I think he gets smoked here, but then
hopefully he has a moment. You know, if I don't want him to get fucking clipped early and then just fucking everyone's like, oh shit,
a 1 minute fight.
Yeah, like let him have a moment or whatever.
The Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight, just that, like 30 seconds. Yeah, no, listen. If best case scenario would be this is a war. Then he fights Michael Chandler. He beats Michael Chandler, rides off in the sunset. One of the greatest comeback story in sports. Like that would be incredible.
It might look like, it could look like the Floyd Mayweather fight where Conor's like, oh shit, he's, and then it's like,
fades.
He's getting, it's like, like maybe like people think it's going to be a second round, maybe it's like third or fourth round where it's like,
Nah, it's good. Listen, I'm excited for it. Every day feels like, oh shit, Conor's fighting. So I'm here. I'm also going to be in Oklahoma City with Jacob and a couple other people in 2 weeks or next week. So if you'll be there, come say hi to your boys. Buy you a beer. Say hi. Appreciate you. I'll be filming a vlog. I have a package right here to open for this vlog. And obviously in Oklahoma City, we'll be filming another one. I'll be cooking. So if you want to send a recipe for the vlog or anything else, We Want Picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. Let's go ahead and rip these two cards. We have... get rid of this, add this. We've got 2 packs. All right. If you're joining us and you're trying to remember what the hell's happening, about an hour ago, I had a $80 card or whatever the hell. Jacob made me sell it. It was the current world champion. Jacob made me sell it. That gave us enough money in the account to buy 2 more packs. So
but you didn't say you started with a 30, then you got a 50, then you got an 80. So watch what happens here. $120 card. This is going to be between 110 and $130 card right here. Watch this. Watch how I work.
This is a sub $50 card.
No, watch how I
know how this works.
Watch how I work.
All right, here we go.
Watch how
we're
I
opening
work.
up a pack.
Back And you're going to apologize. Here we go.
Collectibles.com. We're doing Homa Fight repacks. Here we go. Open.
Watch what happens.
Make me look stupid.
Homa Fight. Shout out Matty Betts. Homa Fight.
Here we go. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe.
Told you.
Bing bong.
Told you.
$61 card. Chael Sonnen. Ooh.
Yeah, so you're going to keep it, dumbass. Sell it.
I see. Right, I like Chael Sonnen. The problem is we're just going to keep selling until we end up with nothing.
No,
so yeah, I'll sell it.
You're
but
selling.
I like Chael Sonnen.
You're selling
like
for opportunity.
All right, here we go. Second pack. Now we're going to end up with
selling for hope.
What number do we not sell at, Jacob? Since you bully me into
200
selling
plus.
everything.
You got to go 200
That's
plus.
Crazy.
No, 200 plus. It's right here. Watch this.
Here we go. Bing bong. $48. Okay. $48.
Okay, you sell both
pack.
of those. Now we buy.
See?
Now we no.
You see?
And now you have enough for another one. Now the big one comes.
These are both worth less.
It's
than
the stock
card
market.
You made me sell.
It's a stock market. You're not going to go like this up parabolic. You're going to have some dips in it. You're going to have some dips.
We're out of money.
You're going to have some dips.
We can only afford one more pack.
No, you're going to afford a lot after this one. Watch this.
We're not selling if it's worth a lot. I thought we agreed.
We only need a $33 card.
Here we go.
And you can buy another one.
Fifth pack of the day.
Here we go.
Had $80 pack. Made us
Listen,
sell it.
I might go blind. This might be the last pack I ever see in my life. And watch what they're going to, this is how they're going to treat me. Watch this.
What a
oh my
treat.
God, it's a female. I smelled it.
$32. What an absolute. It's not even enough. It's not even enough. We got freaking.
It's a PSA 10. That's a win.
We got Rulian Paiva. Okay. Your shitty bullying.
If you get the credit card and do one more.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. You screwed me into a Rulian Paiva card. I hope you're happy.
Hold on. Let me look at what he's been doing outside the UFC. Hold on.
Since he lost his job? What's he been doing since he lost his job?
Let me see.
Yeah, he's right there, guys. Rulian Paiva
well, guess what?
is right there.
He's won. He's 2-1-1 in his last 3 fights.
Congratulations to Rulian.
I mean, this guy's a 23 and I'd hold on to that one, man. That's an investment there. He's a 23-6 fighter, only 30 years old.
Honestly, I think I'm going to have this one shipped to me because I think it's the lowest value card I have ever gotten. $32.
Oh, you should watch my streams.
Guys, thanks for being here. Jacob, any last words for the people?
No, I do genuinely appreciate the everyone that's been reaching out. It's been fucking I tried to make it fun for this stream and stuff, but physically and mentally, I've been fucking destroyed the past month. I mean, if you guys have never had eye issues, to not even, like right now, like I have to go walk my dog and I'm like dreading having to walk outside because it like just fucking, I can't open my eyes outside and stuff like that. So, hopefully we get better sooner rather than later because I'm fucking absolutely insane. So, I appreciate you guys and, if I never see you or Angelo again.
Well,
it's been bad. I mean, Jesus
I know
Christ.
it has been. I appreciate you showing up. The best text I got in the last month was you being like, fuck it, I'll stream today. I'll send you the thumbnail. I was like, oh, shit.
I had to make sure I said my goodbyes.
Well, I appreciate you for being here. I knew this wasn't easy. So thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. 900 of you. Nice little treat before a spectacular weekend. So thank you all very much. And hopefully we see a bunch of you in Oklahoma City.